Yeah, sure. Huh. Oh, I just realized my mouse is on the screen. Here we go. It's pretty awful, isn't it? I mean, I listen to black metal, an entire genre built on the foundation of how shitty can I make my microphone. Some people are cracking jokes about some kind of monster composing it. His rhythm and stuff are definitely inhuman, kind of tribal. I don't know, I kind of like the hooah. And yeah, the first thing in my highlight section is me playing Senran Kagura. So 1. Yes. Yes. Come on, me. Two here, motherfucker. Three. Come on. No. Please? Yes. Come on, baby. Come on. Spit on it. Come on. He's on 1 HP. 1 HP. Yes. Oh, motherfucker. Chat. I want you to know I can barely hear anything. You can't hear it because I have the volume turned off. But the game is very loud in the background. So much so that I kind of forgot that I pressed the start streaming button there for a second at the beginning.
God damn it. Sorry. I'm playing fucking SnowRunner and I just tipped my fucking truck over.
No.
I saw it going and I want to cry now because I have nothing that can recover this fucking thing.
Let's get you out from behind me. There we go. Perfect. We're not starting soon. We're in fact already streaming. So how was everyone's 4th of July? Mine was...
You did? Go on.
Oh no, that's just it.
So say if you didn't blow something up at least once, you're celebrating it wrong, and we will liberate you.
Well, here's the thing about...
I will liberate you.
My family hates fireworks. And I'll elaborate upon that. I know everyone put your fucking pitchforks down, okay? This is the plight of the blue-collar man. Okay? So, my father always gets up super early for work. And he can't fucking sleep because the fucking next door neighbors are shooting off the loudest fucking fireworks possible. Okay? But that's not the worst one. We have this big, like, fireworks event where I'm from. And every fucking year, because of where my dad used to work, he would always have to go and work at that event. So, and they ran him fucking ragged because it was like a big, like, citywide event type shit stuff. And so, he always said it was like a 20-hour workday. And I kind of believe him with how exhausted he was. So everyone's always like, yay, fireworks celebration. And then here's me, like, I don't get to see my fucking dad tonight. Because he gets up early, then he leaves and he doesn't come back till like fucking midnight. So that's one of the many reasons we don't like fireworks. We also have a lot of dogs.
That's more understandable.
Yeah. Like this
See,
fucking guy on American Re.
I didn't say you had to blow up fireworks, so I just said you had to blow something up. So I must elaborate now
Vulcan,
because I
Gay
told.
Pride was last month. You had a whole
Sorry,
month to do
I had to
that.
blow the gay guy. Okay, he asked really nicely and gave me $40, double my standard rate.
$20 is
Okay.
$20.
Anyway, fuck. um, so anyway, I went to a friend's party yesterday with their family and a lot of fireworks. You know, usual 4th of July celebrations. Everyone was drinking and doing various other substances I can't talk about. I'll talk about them anyway at some point. Fuck it. But yeah, so there's a lot of gun shooting as well.
Mhm.
So me and my infinite wisdom, after having 2 beers and just fucking high as a kite, I took my trusty 357, one-handed the son of a bitch, and shot an empty I was told it was an empty propane tank.
Right.
I proceeded to blow up a shed.
We're gonna pull an epic prank on Vulcan, guys.
That is what he fucking told me afterwards. That is what the motherfucker told me, and I was so just like, bro, you could have fucking told me I was gonna blow up a goddamn shed. But the fact I was able to go on.
It was a social experiment, Vulcan.
It was my inauguration into the fucking group. But no, for real. So it's funny because everyone else they were significantly more fucked up than me. I had to drive home. Mind you, I didn't drive home until 2 in the morning. Different story. But like 4 other people were trying to shoot at this fucking propane tank. 2 with rifles, 1 with some fucking gay ass fucking Glock with a 50-round stick mag.
Was it pink?
No, it was just gay. And then another guy with a 12 gauge, but he could not hit shit with the fucking 12 gauge, which was hilarious. And all these guys fucking missed it, mind you. Like, all it took is 1 fucking shot and shed go boom.
You rolled up, you like swung the gun, you curved the bullet.
Dude, I straight up pulled a fucking Rick Grimes, pointed the fucker, fired. First round, got close. I was like, oh. Second round, right on the money, shed gone. And then I fucking holster the bitch and walk away, which was probably my crowning achievement. Oozing sex appeal.
Did you walk away as the shed was exploding?
No, I was fucking terrified. I dropped to the ground. I was like, holy fuck.
The bombs.
Dude, I
My
have a fear of
friends.
I genuinely have a fear of explosions. I've been blown up. I've told this many a time.
Yeah, is that a fear? Because that's like saying I have a fear of burning to death in a house fire.
It is a fear for me because I've actually been blown up, and it is horrifying.
Yeah, that's
Thinking
like,
about it's
that's
not too
understand.
bad. Existing through it is, oh no, never again. Well, I hope I don't ever live through it again.
This reminds me of my dad's milk story. Have I told you this one, Vulcan?
I think you have actually.
Yeah, so this is actually a good, like, psychological, like, aversion thing. Is, so, when my father was younger, his brothers were pieces of shit. And so one of them thought it would be funny to hide milk in his room for, like, 3-4 months, let's say, okay? And so, and my dad around this time, when he was, I don't know, maybe like a teenager or so, he consisted of like PB&J sandwiches and milk.
Hell yeah.
This was the start of like his like bodybuilding arc, or like gym arc, and so his brother thought it would be funny because he would drink like a whole carton of milk every morning to swap his milk out with said spoiled 4-month-old milk. And you can imagine what happened next. I mean,
Ass beating of the century.
yeah, after the Vomit Fest. And my father has told me from this day forth, son, I need to drink milk with the lights on, and if I set this glass of milk down once, I cannot drink it.
That is a understandable thing, though.
Yeah, that is like psychological like aversion. I don't know I can't remember the proper term, but it's like when you eat like bad tuna fish because the mayo expired and you vomit at school, then the thought of eating tuna after that makes you sick because that one horrible, impactful experience.
Yeah, no, I'd be fucking mortified. I mean, oh, what is it? There's fucking I also have a fear of milk, but that's just because of the way my parents stored it. But like, fucking any food whatsoever. If the package is slightly damaged, I will not touch it.
Yep.
Like at all, because I have too many fucking horror stories of opening food and there already being some disgusting little creature.
Oh, creature.
Disgusting little thing crawling in it or has bitten its way through it because my parents are fucking hoarders. Like there's a big mouse problem. It's like anytime there's like a remote like hole or anything. I remember fucking mouse shit in the sugar and I was like, oh. Or fucking actually finding like termites or cockroaches or these disgusting little things.
You open up that can of Chef Boyardee and fucking Ratatouille's in there, damn.
I don't even touch canned food anymore.
I don't blame you. That's some
I'm not
bad
even
shit
going to get
too.
into that one. But it,
Oh, God.
Yeah, no, it's just horrible. All I know right now is I am dying of caffeine overdose and playing a truck simulator, which you should totally buy, Hawk, because it's
I've
on
already
sale.
got a trucking simulator.
Get the other one. This is a good, fun multiplayer one.
There's multiplayer in American Trucking Simulator.
Off-roading multiplayer.
Have you seen me play American Trucking Simulator? I go off-roading in that game all the time.
You kill pedestrians like it's like.
There's no pedestrians. I'm just going 120 down the freeway. And then I hit like a concrete divider and I immediately kill my car. My truck.
What the fuck is Pumped Up Kicks playing in the background? What the fuck? Dude, my YouTube playlist is fucked recently. I went from fucking Nightcore to really American shit and now Pumped Up Kicks, and it just threw me for a fucking loop.
Dude, I got a little bit of joy today at work because I work in fucking retail, so you know the music's awful. Like the music that plays is it's like modern music, and it's the same reason why I can't fucking stand AC/DC, and that lyrically it's just lazy because the title of the song is like 95% of the lyrics. And then all of a sudden, back to back, there was just a Hall & Oates song and then Careless Whisper. Like, this is the small thing that God has granted me this day. A reprieve from the awful Zoomer music.
Your 1 ounce of happiness.
Yeah. I'll tell you, the one that really just, like, grinds my gears when it comes to the music is so much of it is songs where they just rip the beat off of more popular songs. So, like, there was this one song, I legitimately thought it was Stand by Eminem, but no, it's just some bitch that just stole the rhythm and just used her own lyrics. Same thing with, I'm Blue, that song.
Yeah, that one fucking whore used that entire, well, she made a whole different, like, no, the lyrics are the fucking same. It's just a cover.
Oh, God. And, you know, there's like 7 different songs like that at work. And I just, every time those come on, I think to myself, Vanilla Ice still gets raked over the coals to this day for having a similar beat to a Queen song. And these motherfuckers, God knows how much money they're making off of just ripping these songs off. Another one my dad showed me was, you remember the song Werewolf of London?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
All
you
Summer
know.
Long by Kid Rock.
Yeah, exactly. That's the one he showed me. It was the exact same beat. And like, well, you motherfuckers.
See, I'm a little biased on that one. I know how shitty it is, but he did buy the rights to use that.
Okay, that's fair.
Because it's fucking Kid Rock. He's actually like a good person.
He's wild from what I've seen.
Oh, he's wild as fuck, but he's like a genuinely good person, which is very few and far between.
What is he, Ted Nugent wild?
What is playing?
What?
This was next in queue. That caught me off guard. Dude. Oh. Damn, who would have thought being sober and playing video games is more fun than being fucked up? I know. Who would have fucking thought, right? Not me, that's for goddamn sure.
You know, that kind of reminds me a little bit of, I had a boomer conversation with a woman today at the drive-thru. And so, I won't say their last name, but they had the same last name as someone famous, like back in the day. Like, you're probably too young to know who that name is. And I was like, ma'am, I was talking about Buck Rogers with my dad the other day. And most of you probably don't know what that is. It's an old cheesy sci-fi TV show. And it kind of blew her back a little bit, because my parents are a little bit older. So, all that good, like, 80s cheese, I got that on lock. That's what I was raised on.
I was raised on everything under the sun, and I listened to everything under the sun. It's a very double-edged sword.
But don't even get me started about music, my guy. My dad, unironically, has a playlist where it starts with Cannibal Corpse, and then it leads right into Too Shy Shy by Kaja Gugu.
That is... Your dad is the man.
He had a... There's like just a corner of our room that was nothing but CDs back in the day, dude. He has such a wide range of music. And then, you know, right after, like, Frankie Goes to Hollywood, then all of a sudden, it's, like, black metal. Like, the most obscure black metal genre you can find. Or band, I should say. The downside, because you're talking about double-edged sword, was he had a little phase. You know the band Black Veil Brides?
Yes.
There was a point where he was super into that band, and he had a Black Veil Brides like decal on his car. Then he watched some movie the lead singer was in, and then I told him, Dad, do you see how cringe this is? Like, yeah, you're right. And I don't think I've heard him listen to them ever since.
Good.
Yeah. Like, Dad, I didn't take it for a 14-year-old girl learning what music is.
Jesus Christ.
Like, we've all had those weird, like, because we didn't know any better as kids, right? What's, like, the one band you listened to as a kid that you were kind of ashamed of that you enjoyed now that you're more grown up?
Ooh, that's... Oh, Nickelback.
Hey, yeah, that's a fair one. Well, I have to listen to Nickelback because I've never really heard any of their songs.
They're so... The songs are quite literally designed. Lyrically and everything. Everything was actually designed to be as catchy as possible. And that's why I hate it. But, like, if we're going by, like, genuine shame of a band that I listen to...
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard to nail one down because I enjoy pretty much any and all music.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you
Ranch
one
is probably the only one.
Yeah, well, that's got trauma tied to it. But for me, a band that I don't really like, in fact I can't really stand at this point, is I was really big into Kiss when I was like 10. That was like the first like CD I bought, was Kiss's Psycho Circus. Cause like Gene Simmons and was it Paul Stanley or something that's like the lead singer? The Demon and Star Child. I can't fucking stand those guys. Especially Gene Simmons. He sues everyone under the fucking sun. But the other two guys, Ace Frehley and I think it was Peter Criss, those guys are actually legitimately cool. I think
It's
Peter...
really hard finding any like cool bands or band members anymore.
Yeah. Because I think like Peter Criss, he's like super high up in like some like cancer fundraising organization or something. Then Ace Frehley, he does interviews all the time.
And Gene Simmons sues all of them equally.
Yeah.
No mercy.
Well, I mean, it's like when Kiss got, I think, inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, right? They didn't perform because, like, Paul... I'm gonna look up his name up. Hold on. I think it's Paul Stanley. Yeah, Paul Stanley. It's like Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons just absolutely refused to work with the other two guys. And, you know, Peter Criss is like, guys, it's like one night. I think we can at least do this for the fans that got us in. No, they weren't fucking having it. And then they tried to get Ace Frehley and Peter Criss. As soon as they got them kicked out, they had other people wear their makeup. Like, damn.
Shit.
I'll tell you, one band that I never got into that everyone like lives and dies by, Metallica. I just never got into them, and they're kind of overhyped and obnoxious. Especially the drummer.
Absolutely. No. You don't get to talk shit about the drummer. Not with me present.
Is he the scrawny guy? The one that like fought Napster? Because if that's who I think it is, let me pull them.
If it wasn't TOS to cock a fucking gun on stream.
Metallica drummer. Was it Lars?
I think so. I truly do not know names. No, Lars is the guitarist, isn't he?
No, he's the drummer. Lars are. Dude, every time I hear that guy speak in an interview, he just sounds like his guy's head's so far up his ass. He thinks he's like all artsy fartsy.
He's not. Like that. I don't get it twisted. He's just very fucking good at the drums. He's not like the messiah like he thinks he is, but he is like, I'd say definitely top 10.
The way he sees himself is like he's like an intellectual in a way.
He's not an intellectual. I don't know why the fuck he... I've watched his interviews. I don't know why the fuck he tries to do that, but...
That's because he's been in Metallica for so long. Fucking... Dude, I'll tell you, one band that does not get the credit it deserves. It's not even on fucking Spotify, which is blasphemy. Is, I think it was the bass player, Jason Newsted. He went and formed his own, like, solo band. They did one album, and it kicks so much fucking ass. But again, it's not on Spotify. You can't really get it anywhere. You can find it on YouTube and stuff. But, oh my god. That's what I'll listen to.
See, like, my music right now is starting to go back to, like, older stuff, which I'm really happy about. Because, like, it's just a fucking vibe.
Yeah.
Especially since I've been all over the place recently. It's just, like, good driving music.
Yeah. Oh god, it was, I've been listening to a lot of Billy Idol on the way to work. I got, like, his greatest hits in my car. And when Hall & Notes came on, I thought to myself, like, dude... Oh god, what was his name? Fuck. He was from Black Label Society. He was a guitarist for Ozzy Osbourne. Guy,
No fucking clue.
They asked him, like, if you could have, like, one, like, CD to have on an island for the rest of your life, what would it be? And he said, like, Yacht Rock's greatest hits. And when Hall & Oates came on, he's like, I fucking get it. I think he's right. And, this dude's like super jacked. He's got the big long like blonde beard. He's always got like the black bandana on. Mr. Tough Guy. Yacht Rock's greatest hits. Then again, he
Fucking
also
respect.
I think it was on That Metal Show. He had an interview of like a bunch of kids like on the playground beating him up. That was a
That's
fun
funny.
story. Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's like any other bands. I've already talked about
Completely-
AC/DC.
Completely off topic, but this new fucking truck I bought in this game is phenomenal. I can only go a mile an hour, but by God, it's not getting stuck.
There you go.
If it flips, I'll be fucking furious.
I mean, I've been
I don't
watching a
think I
bunch
have
of
anything big enough to flip it.
I've been watching a bunch of was it Seth Tech? I think the guy's name is the Rainbow Frog guy.
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of his My Summer Car shit, so I'm with you there on not flipping your car.
Dude, I've gotten back in the mindset recently of I just really want like a fucking Mustang again. Like just ridiculously bad. Like I want a sports car, but like I literally travel too fucking much to own one.
Damn.
Like it's literally I either get a really
Man.
nice Mustang or fucking a 4Runner.
But
Which I
wait,
think I've talked about that before.
can we talk about that statement? Like, man, I really want this nice, expensive car that people spend their entire life savings on in a midlife crisis, but I can't own one because I drive my fucking car too much.
No, for gas
Are you
gas costs.
Oh, you're not
Because,
talking
like-
maintenance. You're talking like gas. Okay.
No, I'm talking like maintenance. A fucking sports car is easier than my pile of dog shit right now.
Okay, I
actually
was gonna
understand how
say
everything works.
this is like the one thing a car does: be a car.
No, it's purely for cost efficiency, because like
Fair enough.
and storage, because like if I gotta move to fucking Alabama in a year for 2 fucking years and take all my possessions with me, I gotta have a fucking SUV.
Yeah, fair
But
enough.
then like once I'm on post, I'd never need anything bigger than a fucking smart car at that point.
Gas prices in this economy, am I right?
And like since I play Uber for people, I do like having a car that can haul people. Like what's better? Fucking 2 cramped ass seats, maybe 3 if I'm lucky, in the back of a sports car, or fucking eight and some change in a nice little SUV that can still go 150 on the fucking freeway. Like
And what the fuck was that thing you posted earlier in Discord? You just like outran a cop. You had a GTA
Oh.
5-star moment.
oh yeah, no. So, okay, so this is where things are gonna get a little wild for last night. So the friend that fucking invited me out for 4th of July, girl I'm talking to, blah blah blah, you know, lovey-dovey bullshit the entire day. And this is just okay. For context, I've been drinking and smoking various substances all evening. So like
Mhm.
I got there at like fucking 5:40. I was going pretty hard until I'd say about 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock's when I cut myself off. 9:30. I remember having a beer. Anyway, so it's like fucking 1:30 in the morning before I started getting the urge to leave, because I was like, oh fuck, I actually have to go somewhere. I can't just fucking sleep in the backyard of this guy's house I don't even know.
This reminds.
And I couldn't stay with her because she didn't have any room at her fucking house. But fucking said my little goodbyes. Did some fucking awkward cutesy shit that I talked to Hawk about already. And and I sobered up immediately after that because I was fucking anxious as all hell. So me and my still drunk and high ass got in my car and had to speed home because I was tired. Or I wasn't tired, I was wired as fuck until I parked in my driveway and almost passed out in my car. But it was fucking like 1:45, 1:50 in the morning, by the time I was like near the big city center. And the roads are fucking empty. Like nothing. Fucking there were more people on the other side of the highway than there were on mine. Like it was just open road. It was so fucking nice. And then out of the fucking blue, a state trooper just matches my speed. Like I don't know where the fuck he came from. I wasn't speeding. I was going 75 in a 70. That's like the allowed amount to go over the speed limit.
Yeah.
And he just matches me, flashes his lights once, like not his like top lights, but his fucking brights. Fucking rolled down his window, gave me a thumbs up, and then we just fucking went. Like, we just fucking zoomed down the highway. I topped out at 130 because I was starting to get the little like rattles in my car because it's not perfectly aligned. So I was like, okay, I can't go any faster. This motherfucker just, because he's in a fucking Charger, zooms past, slows down, matches me, gives me another thumbs up, and then just fucks off. Like, I'm pretty sure the cop was drunk. He wasn't even in uniform.
The Knight Rider. You wanna know what's funny about that whole story, Vulcan?
What?
There's apparently a bunch of drag racing that's happening around my area. And it's actually
Not
cost
surprising.
people their lives. And they're cracking down on it. It's like Fast and the Furious out here. We live dangerously in Ohio.
It's not really surprising, to be honest. There's a drag racing area over by, for street racing where I lived, too, in Ohio.
Yeah. I remember one time in college, I was just, coming back home from classes, and I shit you not, dude, this dude in this, like, expensive, like, Ferrari or some shit was just whipping by, going, like, 135, just gliding through the people going, like, 65. And now that I think about it, I was like, damn, is that what it's like when I play American Trucking Simulator?
Dude, for real though, like yesterday was a fucking fever dream. There's a lot of wild shit that happened. Like, don't know what this fucking chick told me after I left. Like, she told me this morning because it was we were at her not uncle but her uncle's friend's house.
Nice cock.
And the dude's a fucking druggie to the supreme, the uncle's friend. And she told me it was like fucking 4 in the morning. She barely remembered this. And said, yeah, we were still up that late waiting for my parents here because her parents were coming in from fucking Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why the fuck they wouldn't just go to bed. I don't know why anyone is up until 4 in the fucking morning. But the dude fucking did a line of coke at like 4:30 in the morning.
Oh, lovely. Perfect.
She straight up said, yeah, they busted out coke and DMT, and I was like, oh my god.
God damn.
Fuck. Like, DMT I don't care about. That's to each their fucking own with that shit. But
I don't
fucking
know what the
coke,
fuck that
man.
is.
Let me. I can't describe it properly. I've only seen it like 4 times.
This does remind me of
I think it's
something.
fucking. I think it's toad venom.
Oh, yeah.
Or not toad venom, but fucking.
I had to look in the toads.
Yeah, it's psychotropic.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
Um,
now I know what that is.
But they did that, which is fine. I don't care. But if I was there for the coke, I probably would have. I hate to be this guy, but I would call the fucking cops. I do not.
Oh, yeah, dude,
tolerate.
because that's...
I do not tolerate cocaine. Like, I'm a fucking fed. I literally am. And yeah, I'm a shady motherfucker.
Of course you're fed.
But. And I allow a lot of bullshit too. Like, I do a lot of bullshit, but that, fuck no.
Well, like, cocaine's like big time.
Meth, cocaine, any of these big things that aren't. My thing is organic drugs. That's fine. Like, I hate, like, types of acids, shrooms, all that. Fucking go for it to your heart's content. Not my official government stance.
Oh shit, the kids are busting out the Sudafed.
But, like, all that shit, fucking go for it. I don't care as long as you don't do stupid shit with it. But the hardcore shit, yeah, fuck no. And I, unfortunately, will probably end up having to hang out with these people again. Just because I've now thrown myself into this situation. And they like me, evidently.
Give me
So
a
yeah,
narc.
I I don't think I will. Just I mean, there's one motherfucker I'll definitely narc on. He was, oh,
Reliving your
fucking.
college days of
I'm
evicting
literally
that like
reliving my college days. Dating people younger than me, fucking, ugh.
yeah, in that time you like was it like the pot seller was like being super annoying, so you just called the cops on his ass at party.
Oh yeah, that guy, fuck him. He's in prison now.
Yeah, of course he is.
No, he had meth and shit.
Oh
That's why I
yeah.
called the cops.
Oh yeah.
But
I'll do it. Oh hi Kazuki.
but like yeah, no, dude, it's fucking wild now. I did not realize how immature a fucking 2-year difference can make.
Oh yeah, a lot happens in 2 years, my guy.
You're telling me, man, this dude, like, I've explained this woman a few times at this point. She's
Mhm.
just me with. She's just me from like a few years ago, which is already a terrible statement in of itself. Like,
For a second I
oh
thought you
my
were gonna say like
God.
she's me with tits, but you stopped and you probably looked down like she's me.
Fuck off. Hey,
Uh,
hey, gotta think of it this way though. My ex, I had bigger tits than her. This girl, bigger tits than me.
Damn.
We winning now, boys.
Upgrading. Upgrades, people. Upgrades.
Exactly. But no, dude, it was fucking. I don't know how to describe it. It was like a fucking stereotypical fucking teen movie yesterday, and I hate it. I hate.
God.
That's how awkward I am. That's just.
Did-
It doesn't help when we're both equally fucking awkward. It just only makes it worse.
Did you at least get the cool like Breakfast Club scene where everyone's sitting down, they're having revelations?
Yeah, that's called everyone was smoking in a circle, and like 10 people were just hitting a fucking joint.
Oh fuck, that really was Breakfast Club, wasn't it?
It really was, dude. It was fucking wild. And then we fucking like skipped out of the party. Like we went around to the other side of the house, where it's like you could still hear the music and shit blasting, but like muffled. Just fucking
Mhm.
watched a sunset. That's where that one picture I put in IRL is from.
Damn.
And we just sat there for like an hour talking, and then went back to the party for like 30 minutes, shot some guns, and then disappeared for like another 4 hours just sitting together. It was, dude.
Then she started confessing to you, and then you had a heart attack. And now that you've spent like 6 months in the hospital, you're going to a school for disabled children.
Oh, fuck off.
Pass
Damn,
your
it
offense.
really is all working. It's me fucking drinking a gallon of Red. Oh my god, I drank a gallon of Red Bull today. That's not good for my kidney.
It's not gonna
Kidney,
make us cathartic.
singular.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of fucking up your body, you wanna hear something sad that happened today at the drive-thru?
Go for it.
It's super sad, but kind of funny in an ironic way, and I'll get to why it's funny in a second. So there's this dude, and I'm gonna assume his girlfriend, hopefully his wife, because they were picking up her meds today, and she was pregnant, and just no shame whatsoever. Even look me in the fucking eye, this bitch. Like she was visibly pregnant. And she was just straight up just smoking a cigarette right in front of me. I couldn't say anything because my job was on the line. If I said one fucking thing. And
Hear me out. Oh, okay,
Mhm.
sorry, go on. No, I'll wait for this one.
oh no, and the funny thing was she was buying prenatal vitamins.
Okay, so this is a fucking wild thing I'm about to say. But
Okay.
weirdly enough, me and Zito actually talked about this for a few hours because it was just an interesting topic.
Mm-hmm.
What if the rise in ADHD and autism and shit like that, and because a lot of fucking people are just getting diagnosed with it now.
Mm-hmm.
Because God forbid anyone is like a normal person. What if that is because of like the big anti-smoking shit they did back in the 90s into early 2000s? What if it's the lack of stimulants from during pregnancy that is causing this fucking stimulant deficiency in everyone's fucking brains now?
Like everyone's
Like, it's a
smoking
hot
and then
take.
getting pregnant is like giving them like ADHD because they're just so used to having that high stimulant. Or you're saying it's the
No,
opposite?
the lack of. So people not smoking during pregnancy, as wild of a fucking statement as that is.
I would probably say it's probably more the internet, because, for example, let's say you're having some alone time, right? You
Yeah.
have the internet, you can look up whatever you want on demand, and you could have the perfect nut because you can open like 16 tabs to achieve maximum perfection. And that's kind of the internet, right? And so when you grow up with that just ability to just like have everything now on demand, now, that's probably what causes you to like have weird attention. Because, you know, like back in the day, you killed a boar, you bet your fucking ass you're gonna be alone with your thoughts for the next 4 hours as you trek back.
True, but let me counter with this little bit of info. At least from my region in the U.S., we didn't have Wi-Fi for a very long time when I was growing up. I'm talking like maybe 9 or 10. And the sheer amount of ADHD and other mental things along the line of an attention issue is just insanity. It's so fucking prevalent.
That's true.
And a lot of the parents of these people have not smoked in decades. It's a very interesting thing. And my parents, they didn't do, my mom was weirdly straight-lined, except for fucking weed. She had an issue with weed while she was pregnant with all my siblings, which definitely explains some of my issues. But it's just a weird like rabbit hole to go down to think about.
Yeah. I would probably have to
I'm gonna
see.
be honest, I completely disagreed with it at first too, but it's just
I would like to see some
about.
studies, just because one of the things they do teach you is just because two things align doesn't necessarily mean that they correlate. So for example,
coincidences are a thing.
Like back in the day, they did a study of why young black men are academically like behind like young white men, and people just straight up say like, well, the data correlates this and proves it, so clearly just white people are smarter. And so I mean, that book got raked through the coals, especially nowadays. But it's just like, well, hold on, there's other factors here that might not just be because of this. The nature versus nurture argument can be wild sometimes in psychology. Most people agree kind of on a little bit of, you know, column A and column B, but that would be interesting.
Jesus fuck! I just realized the fucking little close circle of people I talk to regularly. So there's just a lot of psychologist related shit in that group, like you and fucking Zito's a wannabe psychologist. I'll just fucking say that.
Yeah.
But and then now this, oh my god, dude, the fucking girl I'm talking to is a fucking psychology major.
It's a fucked up world we live in, man. We gotta learn how to survive.
But it's fucking funny because she's just me with big tits. Sorry, I had to say it at some point. You fucking mentioned it earlier, and I had to full send
That's
it.
fine. No, that's fine. I've said some worse raunchy shit.
That is true.
You were not here for some of the things I said during the Smash or Pass streams.
I'm happy I wasn't, because I would judge and then immediately fall back on my judging.
If I could sum that up, then those entire two streams, those 6-hour-long streams together, it would be, I love a woman that'll actually just kill me. I was really hoping some hot babe would just splatter my brains all over this fucking hallway. Oh yeah. Oh god, what is this? Someone posted something. Oh, it's just cause. You know, I thought about adding like Mudebot to like the Discord. Like the stream Discord, but I don't know if I want to do all that fucking again. Plus, what if I miss out on my waifus when someone rolls? Okay. But with this.
I can't remember where I have to give this. To the farm? Ooh, I have to go up there anyway.
Hold on. There we go. This motherfucker in Mude. He's like trying to... Oh, wait. Oh.
Who?
You
Is it Goose or Frog?
The Yakuza series. But I'm good. My guy. I know what he's trying to do in Mude. He wants Ryobi, but I have Ryobi, and he's not gonna have it.
Ooh, do I feel like getting a semi-trailer stuck in the fucking mud? Yes, I fucking do. I'm gonna eat my own fucking words here in a minute.
Do you like AK-15 Hawk? She can crush. Is that like, was it Girls Frontline where they just turn a bunch of guns into like anime girls?
That mildly upsets me.
I mean, it makes Frog happy because most of them are same design of girl with white hair.
Oh, son of a bitch! I don't think the fucking truck can take that road.
So is it? Japan has their own weebs too, in fact. They're also frowned upon. Yes, because they're not socially adjusted human beings, and it doesn't matter what culture you're in, that's still cringe.
Weebs are in fact cringe. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about this.
What does I always say? Like, you gotta appreciate Japanese culture the badass way. Don't be this fucking guy that gets a shikatana that snaps in half as soon as you draw it out of its sheath. And don't have a body pillow that you pump so much it stands on its own. You gotta do what Dolph Lundgren did in Big Trouble in Little Tokyo. Okay? You gotta get a leather jacket with a rising sun on the back, and you gotta bang a hot Japanese chick. There you go. Hi, Lexicon. What's up? I gotta watch that movie, dude. I think it had a Bruce Lee's son in it. It's like one of the only few movies he's done. Before, you know, The Crow. Did you ever see the Crow trailer, Vulcan? Like the new movie that's coming out?
No.
It is so fucking bad. Because the line that really shattered the entire thing for me was, besides like the emo fuckboy as the main character, was he's having a romantic moment with his girlfriend, and their lines of like being super like cutesy is "You're my person." Wow, careful. You might blow her skirt up a little bit with that one and show her ankles.
Oh, that's a fucking Grey's Anatomy fucking reference.
Oh, that makes it even worse.
Because that's what fucking Meredith and Yang and all these other fucking... It was really just them, but that's all they'd fucking say. Like, I love Grey's Anatomy, but I will talk shit about it.
Yeah. It's just like... And of course, for some reason, like... I'm so sick and tired of the rich guy being, like, the bad guy. Because, here's the thing about The Crow. In the new trailer I saw, was like, you know, stereotypical, like, rich old guy. Spoiler alert for the fucking Crow series, I guess. You know, the 30-year-old series at this point was, rich old guy gets a bunch of like gangbangers to like kill his girlfriend or some shit because she probably knows something. That dude is an entirely different fucking world from those schmucks living in their shitty like New York apartment. Okay? What made The Crow so visceral, like the comic books, was that it just fucking happened and it was a bunch of random gangbangers that killed the guy and his wife.
Hell yeah.
That is so much more horrifying because it just happened. Like, they were just like driving down the side of the road and their car broke down, and all of a sudden here comes fucking Tintin and his boys. and bad things happen. Horrible things. And then Crow goes on a vengeance spree. Just, I don't even know if I could make a Crow movie, dude, just because of how, like, emotional that entire thing is. Because basically, the guy that wrote The Crow, that was like his, like, 10-year-long therapy. Because what happened was he had a really shitty life. Like, really shitty from what I understand. And then he found a nice girl that was, like, getting him in his life straight. And then he was drunk one night and said, hey, can you come pick me up? I'm fucking hammered. And she got in a car accident. And died. So... him writing The Crow for, like, 10 years. Just doing, like, odd jobs in that time was kind of just, like, how he could... like, come to terms with what happened. Then the movie came out. And he is actually starting to be good friends with Bruce Lee's son. And then, you know, he got shot on stage and died. They're like, damn, this movie also killed one of my friends. They're like, damn, this poor writer. And then there's also, I think it was the child girl actor, where she was actually friends with him too, and that was like the only movie role she did, which I don't blame her. I think she wrote a book about it called Can't Rain All the Time. John Wick's next action movie. Yeah.
You'll never guess what I just said.
Did you flip your car over?
I got my largest truck stuck, and I do not have something big enough to get it unstuck.
Yeah.
Because this is my largest vehicle. Gonna fucking kill myself.
Okay. Hot take on the John Wick movies here, okay? I love the first John Wick movie. Love it to death.
I'm stuck.
But
anyway.
I think as time went on, the movies got a lot worse. Because, okay, here's the thing. I love action movies. I grew up on 80s action movies, okay? Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, Dolph Lundgren.
Bronson.
Oh, God, Bronson, yeah. And, like, Steven Seagal. So all that shit. You know, it's not very, like, karate-esque, right? You know, it's not like nowadays where people do, like, flips and shit, and they give, like, a 7-point strike type shit. Like John Wick, or, what was that one, Rebecca Salt or something like that. You know, where they're doing all these fancy moves. And it doesn't feel like they're really, like, overpowering the person, right? And so it's a little much. And so, like, why would you do all these flips and shit when you could just, you know, pull an Arnold Schwarzenegger and just shoot the guy? And so sometimes it gets a little crazy for me in John Wick. Don't get me wrong, the kills are cool. But with how kind of the gun fu it is sometimes, and it's a little bit eh, and then the story makes no fucking sense at this point. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like Ruby, of it's a bunch of people that love doing action scenes and they're really fucking good at it, but as time goes on they can't write for shit. Grant, I haven't seen the last John Wick, so
the last one's pretty good. It's a really good send-off.
Okay, that's good. Because, like, was it John falls off, like, a fucking skyscraper, lands sideways ribs first on a fucking metal railing, hits the fucking pavement, and he is alive somehow? Or like, how he gives up his wife's wedding ring, and then someone's like, you don't have to do that, John. Think about it for a second. You're right. Yeah, like in Commando. Commando is amazing because Arnold kills like half the brown people in South America. And then just that one assault on the bad guy's base. He kills so many people just by himself.
Hell yeah.
It was always about the action. Yeah, but I have to also sit there and listen to the story too. Like, the first one was simple, right? It's like, they kill John's dog, he gets revenge. And they They fucked with the wrong house, fool, you know. But then it keeps going. And going. And it's still going. To like, what, 5 movies now or some shit?
Yeah. Oh, John Wick's only 3 movies, I think.
I could have sworn there was a 4th one. Let me actually look this up. Because, you know, I don't want to look like a fool on the internet, you know me. John Wick. Oh yeah, no, there's 4.
Ah. Damn.
You know, story is always an afterthought for me. I barely noticed it. But it's just... It felt kind of contradictory with, like, the whole, like... cutting his finger off. Like, I'm sure that was a cool scene and all, but... But then he gets on a plane to go do the job. And then he's like... You know what? Never mind. Like, John, why did you walk through the desert? Always same way with video game. I'm more of a gameplay guy. I want to sit and listen to 2 hours of dialogue, but you'll play Ghost of Tsushima.
That is a very fair criticism.
Good old Sony cinematic. God, Sony does make movies, right? I have to imagine have like a division for that. Just like, I was actually thinking about this going kind of like back to John Wick a little bit. There's a few people that be, I get that for games, but for movies there's less interactivity, so story is a little more important. That is also true. I was thinking about people I'd like want to play like tabletop games with, because you know everyone's got like that like celebrity list, right? Like Henry Cavill's on there for most people. I would love to play like a Cyberpunk campaign with Keanu Reeves. Because like everyone like, oh, Johnny Silverhand, right? Which has skippable scenes. That's a lot of time though to skip. But because I mean you really look at his discography, right? It's like he got into Cyberpunk as Johnny Silverhand. Obviously he did The Matrix. Highly underrated movie, but he also did Johnny Mnemonic, which was very cyberpunk. I mean, it was a guy that like put information in his head and just carried it around with him as a businessman. So he's got like some deep cyberpunk roots. So I'd love to play a game with him, just see like how fascinated he is with it. Another one that I feel like is a bit of a curveball, and I just like to talk to is George Lucas. And you think like, oh, George Lucas, like, oh, Star Wars. No, I want to fucking pick his brain about like pulp novels. You know, because there's so much reference to John Carter of Mars and his stuff. And like Flash Gordon and all that. Like in John Carter of Mars, they have a group of monk knights called the Jed. And that slave lay outfit everyone drools off of is, hold on. It's actually almost a 1-for-1 of the Princess from Mars. Princess of
That's not
Mars.
surprising.
Carter. Let me pull up a picture just to like showcase this. I don't want the fucking movie. Art. What's her name? Princess of Mars. What was her name? It's like Tharja or something. Frank Frazetta, Princess of Mars painting. Blade Runner has a very good story. God, can I don't want the shitty movie. This is not... Okay, is this a good picture? Okay, this is a fairly decent picture. Yeah, I can show this. Okay, there we go. That is the Princess of Mars. This is your grandpappy's fantasy. You know, the one everyone blasts, where like all the men are like super buff, jacked bodybuilders, and the women are wearing basically nothing. I mean, the men are also basically wearing nothing, so. I love that old style of like pulp fantasy, like the sword and sorcery. Yeah, it kind of looks like a slave lay outfit, doesn't it? Accuses me about Blade Runners that the antagonist saved the MC in the first movie. Yeah. Or I mean, when you're dying, you're very confused. I have to go back and analyze the scene, but...
Sorry, you just lined that one up for me.
I guess it's like how they're just as human as we are. I mean, the guy knew he was gonna die. I think that's why he kind of went insane in the end. When did that come out? Blade Runner? It came out a while.
Hot minute ago.
Yeah, like Blade Runner. I know the guy that did okay, it was June 25th, 1982. I know the guy that inspired the movie that did Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep. He got to see a preview version of the film, but he did not live long enough to see it released to the public, unfortunately. Lucas was inspired by that costume. Yeah. See, like, everyone's always like, oh, you made Star Wars, you're so brilliant. And then you're like me in, like, the sword and sorcery, like, listen to old radio shows of, like, Buck Rogers and shit. Like, dude, you're a fucking nerd that made your own fan fiction. You just took everything you thought was cool and put it in a blender, and God bless you.
And the fact it took off.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good idea. It is that, like, as a guy that does enjoy, like, watching old episodes like Buck Rogers and all that shit that probably inspired Starfield, it's great. And that's how you make a good story. True. But, you know, back then as well, it was also more blatant. Like, for example, Batman. Batman's first comic ever straight up ripped off entire panels of one of the Shadow's pulps. But as much as DC likes to, like, pretend it doesn't exist, or that it's not a thing, yeah. George Lucas left the company a while ago. Yeah, I don't blame him. He's probably smiling about it, though.
Kind of fucked it, though. Like, movie-wise.
He's probably upset with how Star Wars is now. I don't know, because... Vulcan, do you know about...
The movies suck.
You know about McQueequee?
Huh?
I think that's what it was. But, so... Disney gave George Lucas a bunch of money to basically make, like, a super, like, director's cut, you know, give us more of your money type shit, right? So, like, I think it was, like, trying to get, like, people to buy, like, Disney Prime. Because, you know, it's got George Lucas backing it, right? Like, he's directing this. This is the Star Wars he wants to make. And so it cost fuck tons of money. And you wanna know what he changed?
Nothing.
No. He said he had Greedo say McQueequee before he died. That was it.
That's kind of funny.
It was just
kind of funny.
It's a big middle finger to Disney, and I love it.
And you know it's gotta mean something just fucking stupid, too.
Oh yeah, it probably means nothing. What does it mean?
Or it's just a slur.
What does it mean, George Lucas? It means fuck you. But yeah, I'd love to sit down and like George Lucas. You want to talk about fucking Star Wars, don't you? No. And I just pull out like a cassette tape of like John Carter from Mars. We're gonna listen to this. We're gonna shoot the shit. Where's some other ones? I mean, there's always Ronnie James Dio because he always had a big fantasy thing. Billy Idol might be another one of like I want to do like a cyberpunk thing because Billy Idol, I feel like a lot of people don't know this. He made an entire cyberpunk based album. I think it's actually called Cyberpunk. You know, a shock to the system, things like that. Even put his email in the album so people could email him. I'm sure that's what happened. It wasn't like when Fabio gave out his phone number. My dad grew up with John Carter Mars and I really wanted to read it. I never got around to it. Yeah. I remember I was listening to the Flash Gordon radio shows, and I kid you not, dude. The fucking aliens were just Chinese. they were putting like stereotypical like, Chinese accents. Dude, this is back in the 1920s. It was wild. This is 100 years ago. Gary Gygax. Oh yeah. And you know, dude, like fucking Flash Gordon was a Chad. He straight up was just a pro football player. That was his superpower. Like immediately got there, it's like the alien princess wants you to be her like fuck buddy. Like damn, Flash Gordon hitting the bases.
Dude, I fucked up.
Oh, what happened?
I took a 50-ton truck, or 50-ton truck and trailer, into a little off-roading trail for like ATVs. And I can't back out, so I just have to full send it now. Like, I'm on a cliffside. Like, if I make a wrong... The trailer is up in the air. It is bending off the back of the truck.
Where's some other, like... I'm trying to think of some other radio shows.
Ooh, there's one down in Florida that's really good. They do like book readings and then like comedy skits every now and then.
Alright, that's a good point actually, Vulcan. That connection you made. Why the fuck are they called podcasts when they're just basically radio shows?
Good question.
Because you know, like what you and I do is basically a podcast. We're just sitting down, just talking. These people are like basically acting without the visual medium, aka.
Yeah, no, that's a radio show.
Yeah, radio shows. I mean, it's not radio technically now, but it's basically the same thing. It's audio dramas, right?
I will forever call it a radio show because it comes on my fucking radio.
Yeah.
God forbid anyone listens to the actual fucking radio anymore. It's like, oh no, gotta put in our fucking little phones and our playlists and everything under the fucking sun.
I'm happy I got like a radio CD player. Like the ads, there's something just weird. Like I was playing American Trucking Simulator and it was playing Ohio ads. I don't know, there's just something different about those ads. There's just a different beast and a different vibration, you know?
It's like lost in time almost.
Yeah. Dude, the jingles that are on the radio? You don't get jingles in TV ads.
I fucking missed that shit. Like, what the fuck happened? Like, I know COVID fucked a lot of shit up. Like, what fucking idiot-ass fucking political shit did we go through that changed our entire fucking culture? COVID was definitely a big factor, but like, what was the fucking catalyst?
2 generations of having no identifying traits. Like, you know, you got the 90s, right? And you look at the 80s and the 70s, they all have like a cultural identity. What do we got?
I'd say early 2000s was defined by war, if anything. Our war culture and everything.
I'll say there's a culture for like early 2000s. Because do you remember we were watching Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back? And there's that like dead genre of like super sexy badass you go girl power shit. You know, like the Charlie's Angels remake. There was a Dead or Alive live action movie. It was awful, but it had like that you go girl shit. And it was great when we watched it. I felt nostalgic. So yeah, I'll give you like the early 2000s, but what about now?
Now is nothing. Like, now is like another Cold War, if anything. And even then, it's not even a Cold War because it's only China. Russia's not a threat. Nuclear war is literally a impossibility. Knock on wood. It's like there's nothing. There's really nothing to fear except, oh, maybe China has enough manpower to maybe make it to California. Like that's just it.
Reminds me of a conversation I heard online about why the mecha genre is not as huge anymore. And that's just because like all the kids that grew up, they didn't have to like fight anybody. And you know,
Yeah.
giant fucking robots always going to war is, you know, you relate to that more if your country going through war. It's like Godzilla too, right? Because, you know, Godzilla was a horrifying creature, especially back then when it was created, because, you know, we dropped bombs on them.
Well, and it's like a fear of the unknown sort of thing too, because the world also wasn't as known as it is now.
Yeah. Like, going back to like radio shows too, right? Is like you look at the Shadow. There's just so much like Eastern mysticism, and like, you know, it's like those old like pulp stories of like weird cultural magic. There's some mystery to it back then. Granted, a lot of it, I'll admit, was kind of racist, but you know, there's something cool about it. Yeah, there's something cool about it, right? Like Chinese magic.
Like now it's just like going to the culture thing again. Like there really isn't much. Like technology, I'd say, has kind of killed it. Like we're dead in the water culturally right now because there's nothing going on.
And there's like
we're literally waffling back and forth between older things, trying to find an identity.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with everything being at access right now, I feel like it might kind of be hard to like gravitate towards something, you know? Because, you know, like back in the 80s, right? Like you had like glam metal because that was the shit that was being filtered out. You had the 80s action movies, which was like that decade's like big money making thing. I mean, like, for fuck's sake, remember when there was that fad where like guys were getting into like sea shanties?
Yeah, that was like at the start of, I mean, shit, we were part of that too. It was right at the start of COVID.
Yeah. There's with access to everything, we really don't have a direction, you know? If we all just go out in every direction. But maybe that's what our culture is, just the internet.
I mean, yeah, but I really don't know, man. It's a double-edged fucking sword, and I hate it so much for that. It's like, I really fear that. Like, for me, it's hard for me to find any like culture other than the military. Like that's just me. Like just through and through. It's a bit of a, you know, fucking think of it what you will. I really don't care about your opinions on it. But anything other than that's really hard to find. Like,
I mean, we've talked about this, right? It's like the internet is just so sudden, has grown just so quickly. It's not even a fucking hockey stick at this point. It's just straight, just a 90-degree angle upwards. And our minds can't really cope with that. Because, I mean...
well, no, because we're social creatures, but now we're antisocial.
Yeah, and it's like evolution takes a long time to adapt.
Like, shit, man, I can use fucking my little experience last night as a fucking example. Because, like, that is bad. That is a literal sign of, like, no fucking social interaction.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like, I got so fucking awkward talking to this woman, so fucking awkward, just expressing my feelings to her, blah blah blah, all this like lovey-dovey romantic shit, that I fucking froze and locked up like a deer in headlights at the end of it. Like, you cannot tell me that is a horrible fucking thing. Like, just socially speak, like just like any sort of like social skill level. Now times that by fucking 10, and that's like now where all these little kids are, because they just do not get off their fucking phones.
Oh, damn, like, kids.
Bad.
But yeah. I know, I get it. And take it from someone that went to an online school for the entirety of college. It is not equivalent, unfortunately. Granted, I wasn't very social to begin with, just as a kid in general, but... I mean, we are like kind of like the test generation, right? Like, Dad, why'd you buy the first hover car? You know it's gonna have some kinks in it, right? As the car is just like unsteadily flying through the streets. You just gotta get our kids will get used to it, you know, if we have any. Maybe.
It's just, I don't know, man. It just fucking sucks.
Yeah, it's
That's all
not
I can
easy,
say about it.
but let's be real. We get technology to, you know, solve a lot of our problems, and it does solve a lot of problems. But at the same time, it also causes new, different problems.
That's
I
everything
remember.
now, though.
I remember there's this one guy doing like a TED talk, and I actually kind of respect this TED talk because, you know, it's always like he's kind of making fun of like the eco warriors, because basically he was talking about like how not all technology is bad, and his view was like whatever problems we have the capacity to fix them, and we will. Is very optimistic, which is very weird for a psychologist. And it was basically the example was washing machines, because you're like, yo, why use a fucking washing machine? Don't you know it's bad for the environment? And he's like, well, hold on a second, fuckwit. Okay, he didn't say fuckwit. He was actually a very nice man.
So he should have said fuck with. That would be the best way to respond.
Yeah, this is TEDx, bitch. But he's like, now hold on, now because this family has a washing machine, I want you to understand what that means. Now mom doesn't have to spend 4 fucking hours washing and drying everyone's clothes. Now she has the time to take their children to the library where they can learn and become smarter, and they get good grades. Then they get better education, etc., etc. They become super smart. Therefore, we have a higher chance of fixing the problems that the washing machine causes. And it's better for everybody. It's better for everyone overall. And all these eco-warriors are like, yo, fucking washing machine. You go and you fucking wash those clothes by hand, motherfucker.
Like, we all know you motherfuckers don't.
Yeah. You say as you're gonna go home and probably do your laundry.
Like, it's the same reason I fucking hate vegans. Like, really? Oh no, save the cows. Motherfucker, the cows are literally meant to be eaten and die. They don't even have, like...
Well, you know, it's like the milk thing, right? It's like, how could you milk a cow? Bad things happen if we don't milk them.
Or it's like fucking, oh, why don't we just replace fucking, you know, cattle farms and shit with like plants? Or like, if we shift our entire diet to plants, well, now we're in a fucking like massive deficiencies for vitamins and nutrients.
Well, here's
And
also the
now
thing.
you have a fuck ton of cows that can just breed and expand without us killing them, and they will make even more problems for everyone else.
Think of the deer. You'd have fucked with the deer. But also, it's right, like, okay, we need more farmland to make more crops for plants, because now everybody is eating plants. You know, we can maintain a handful of cows, right? Like, whatever. We can control that. But where are we gonna get this land to farm more crops? We gotta deforestate the area. Fuck, now all the animals that live in that area now have to go somewhere else. Fuck, they're all dead. Because they moved into a new biome that they couldn't adapt to, and they got all eaten by predators.
Hell
It's just
yeah.
more efficient. That pants comment just reminds me of this, like, funny offhand thing of, like, I think it's, like, the end of, like, the last day of, like, middle school for me. And there's, like, a dodgeball tournament. One kid just straight up just had, like, tearaway pants. And he just flung those in the crowd before he got his dodgeball. If you use the small area to grow crops that you used for cattle, you get 10 times as much food. I don't know the logistics about that one. I have to
Well, then
look
where are
into
the cattle
it.
going?
That's also true. Where are we gonna pull all these cows?
Because we can't just let them out in nature because they will die on their own. Like, that's just the nature of cattle at this point. Except maybe some breeds in Texas, but that's about it.
Vegans don't drink milk, do they?
No, any animal products are a no-go.
Let me just stop breeding them as much.
Just fucking stupid. No, here's the
That's a
problem though.
that's big
Population
numbers though.
still has to go down. So no matter what, why are we just gonna let them die and waste the material? That's arguably worse than just killing them. It's like, oh, let them starve and waste away, like, or just yeah, no, that is it. They'll just starve and die off, and then you can't use the fucking meat or anything. So it's just rotting. Like, yeah, sure, it's okay for the soil, extra nitrogen and all that, but that's still a waste of so much that can be used for food, for other products that we need. You know, shoes, clothing, everything.
Downsize the industry. I'm gonna tell you now, no one in the industry is gonna be the first to downsize.
Ooh, this is where my degree in economics and logistics can come in. Is I somehow ended up with a degree. I don't know how.
Fuck, man, I spent all this money, spent 5 years, and you just got one?
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, all my electives and other classes I took did fill out every, like, shit, I have a fucking degree in Spanish.
Fair enough.
Like, and micro and macroeconomics.
Ooh. You know how I feel.
Mind you, they're all minors. I don't have like a full 4-year degree. I just have a shitload of minors.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a terrible statement. Please do not quote that. Plants, for being efficient, for actually, I grew up on a farm. So for plants to be efficient, there's so fucking much that goes into it. So say you have a large field, say 30 acres. I don't care what units in other countries are used. Fucking do the math yourself. Like 30 acres, good amount of land in the US. Say it's nothing but corn, you know, a crop that can reliably produce a good large amount of food.
It's cone.
Well, how would you harvest it? You're not going to go in there and pick it by hand. Fuck no. Hell to the no, you're not. So what you're going to do, you're going to get a combine. You're going to roll through the field, and they take diesel, they have shitty mileage. You're going to burn a fuck ton of fuel. Okay, you filled up the combine. Where are you going to take the grain? Oh, you got to have a tractor and a trailer, or something with a trailer to store the grain so you can take it off to get processed and, you know, all that. It's a clusterfuck because there's so much that goes into it. A lot more fuel and a lot more emissions would be created by farming. Large scale farming, because I mean, no one's gonna make a fucking garden and do it themselves. Everyone's lazy as fuck. But large scale farming is for crops is more expensive and worse for the environment overall. A lot of fuel costs, a lot of production costs, a lot of refining. Way more refining than just killing a cow, sending it off to the butcher, fucking 2 nails to the head, got it, you're good. Because this is like a lot of diesel that goes into this. So like why, like where's, if the trade-off is purely for, oh, save the cows, save the life, well then you're just wasting hundreds of millions of dollars in the long run. Because farming is a very expensive industry. I mean, the average farmer makes like $200,000 and they only get to keep maybe 30,000, 50,000 of it at most.
I mean, feeding the cattle. Aren't cows like super easy to take care of? I know definitely more than chickens. That's why we didn't really have chickens until like what, turn of the 20th century?
No, chickens have been around for a long time. Factory farm chickens with the fucking enzymes and bullshit or steroids. Yeah, no. That's the issue with chickens, is you just pump them full of fucking chemicals. That's how they're so big. A natural chicken, they're fucking tiny, man. Like, go to other countries. They're fucking tiny.
Let's never forget the chicken tariffs of America.
Fuck.
I wonder if we went all plant what the dietary like backlash would be. Cause Let's be real. We've been eating meat since like literally forever. Like I just heard someone like, "Oh, you want protein? Go eat peas." Yeah, motherfucker, I'm gonna eat peas every night.
I'm not gonna eat fucking 3 bowls of peas at the same amount as a fucking steak and protein. I'd rather eat the steak.
It's like that
But,
one bit in
okay.
The Simpsons, like, Bart, I'm glad you're finally being a vegetarian. Now, here, you're gonna need to eat these supplements because your body won't be able to withstand not eating protein. Wait, what? Anyways.
Roughly, yeah. And like, yeah, sure, plants are more efficient in that regard, but the costs do not outweigh it. It is not a cost-effective game. Cows are just cheaper. You don't even have to pay for the food for a cow. And to harvest them, it's just the back of a fucking truck trailer. You don't put them on, a giant ass fucking semi trailer most of the time. Load a few up, go to the local butcher, get processed, shipped out to Kroger.
Isn't that also like a kind of like a thing with like solar panels, right? It's like solar energy, yeah, go. But wasn't it like made of like, is it either like super expensive to make or like rare materials? I don't know.
Oh, for solar energy?
Yeah.
I mean, it's silicon mostly, and there's some other chemical processes. Just the refining cost for everything is ridiculous.
Oh,
So that's
it.
just the issue with it. It's like a corn farm, or what's something even lower maintenance than corn? Fucking wheat. Because wheat is, you don't even have to have like a special thing on your combine. You just fucking cut that shit up, goes in the back of it, you fucking haul it off, put it in a trailer, sends it off. That's still ridiculously expensive. Yeah, sure, the amount of food you get out of it is good, but then you don't get the soil fertilization, you don't get the fucking ecosystem benefits of it, because you're gonna fucking spray the fuck out of it with pesticides, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, no matter what you're gonna do, if you have like a large farm of corn, barley, wheats, any grain, tobacco even, you're gonna fucking kill a lot of the local ecosystem for where you're farming. And you're gonna use industrial fertilizers because that's the most efficient and cheap way to get it to grow fast and make up your fucking profits. That's just the market. So you do that shit, you're killing the ground, or you're over fertilizing the ground, and nothing else is really gonna be it's just gonna fuck the ecosystem. That's just it.
Here's also a thing from a cultural standpoint is like, let's say the government issues like we're only gonna eat plants because it is efficient, right? And like, how many people would riot in the streets? Because
Everyone.
some plants, I mean, you like make some nice thing of them, but you're gonna tell all these people that they can't have that juicy, delicious steak? Because I mean, like, eating, there's also like the pleasure in it, right? You eat good foods. It's like the entire point of like Ratatouille or some shit. And you just now only plants. It's more efficient, but at the same time makes me want to go to Home Depot and buy some rope. Like, yes, a meal I can't enjoy. Because let me tell you, I've had some bad salads.
Meat is not a luxury item. It will never be a luxury item. It is a founding part of the human diet. Anyone who disagrees otherwise is wrong. That is not my opinion. That is a medical fucking fact. Or scientific fact. I shouldn't use medical like that. I can't fucking speak like that. Like, meat and its proteins and enzymes are very important to the human body. Plants cannot replicate that. No way in hell.
Well, let's also keep in mind, because this is like a kind of like a moral argument with like the save the animals, right? We're still technically animals. And I think it's like a very... the ability to not eat meat and to choose not to, I think that's more of a luxury, right? Because if you're like stranded on an island, you're gonna eat that fucking deer.
Like, it's a primal urge too. It's not like a...
Oh yeah, it's like the peas, right? And I don't know. I'm not a fucking chef, but like, I can't eat peas every day to achieve protein like that.
Like, I'll fucking admit, like, when it comes to, like, being stuck out and doing bullshit in the fucking field for God knows how long, like, I won't eat a fucking MRE. Like, this past fucking bullshit I had to do. I didn't fucking eat an MRE the entire time. Didn't want to stomach it. Yeah, I was missing on nutrients, whatever the fuck. I'd fucking graze on herbs, fucking all these fucking little plants, mushrooms, everything I could find. Like, it's just, I have a fucking field guide. I'm gonna use it.
Yeah,
But
buddy.
like, the second I fucking got my hands on a goddamn snake, you bet your ass I fried that son of a bitch up on a fire. Cause like, that's definitely just a me thing. Like, it's just a me thing. I'd rather eat fucking meat over,
I've been
continuing
out
to
here.
fucking have this little bundle of like wild onion and tomatoes. I'd rather just eat a fucking snake.
I've been
Which
out here
tasted awful.
for 3 weeks. This gecko looking pretty tasty right now.
Dude, I fucking scared the shit out of people when I was out there. Like, I was going on 72 hours, no sleep, and I had a fucking snake skin wrapped around my fucking forearm. Yeah, I looked insane because I didn't shave for fucking a week either. Like, my command team looked at me. My first sergeant walked over and looked at me. He's like, "You need to shave." And I looked him dead in the eye with a fucking 1,000-yard stare and said, "I'll do it tomorrow." And he just walked away. He couldn't fucking get mad at me. I earned the right to have my little fucking Rambo beard.
Just came the wild man in the forest.
That is a good point. Iron is, I do forget that spinach has iron and some other things.
Let me tell you
Spinach is
right
probably-
now.
Spinach
As a
is the only
man-
plant I'll fucking eat. It really is.
I don't think I've ever had spinach.
It's
But-
see what I like to do is fry it up with potatoes. That's like my weird mix.
Ooh, I do like me some potatoes. But take it from a guy that works in a farm. See, there's so many fucking people that don't get enough iron in their diet. It's staggering how many like iron pills we have.
That's how my mother is. She has a massive iron deficiency. I'm positive she will die in the next fucking 5 years because of it. It's like you fucking touch someone with an iron deficiency, and they just bruise like a motherfucker. It's terrible.
Oh, my sister's anemic. Oh,
Uh,
she just doesn't eat enough. Oh god, that reminds me of when I did like things for psychology courses, like for like bulimia and stuff. Boy, let me tell you, those people I was in class with were some of the dumbest motherfuckers I ever came to know. I probably told you this one, Vulcan, because it just pisses me off with how dumb they were. Was so we were doing this thing, right? Of like it was a discussion board. And the topic was basically there are these websites that basically teach you how to like starve yourself to death and encourage you to do so. And so the topic was, okay, I want you to find one good thing that's come out of these sites. And this teacher specifically said, and no, it can't be to help you lose weight. Every single fucking person besides me put that as their answer. Wanna know what I put? Like, guys, listen. They're basically writing the playbook down for you. Okay? Look for this shit. Like, you're talking to, like, how, like, you know, brush your teeth before you eat, so because you're not hungry after you brush your teeth. You know, got a piece of pizza? You know, just hold it in your hands for, like, an hour, and then just dump it in the trash. Look at the fucking trash cans. You know, that kind of shit. And it's like, oh my god. People. It's just, ugh.
that's why I hated college so much.
There were some dumb people in there. A place meant to be for intellectuals.
Like, I'm not a genius. I will never
Yeah.
admit to fucking being one. I just
Neither
know my
am I.
fucking lane.
Yeah.
But there's some dumb motherfuckers. Like, how the fuck do some people end up where they do?
I was actually kind of talking about this with my mother tonight at dinner because there's some news story about like how a girl like escaped the Taliban and stuff, and she came over to America and she's graduating high school and getting her degree. I mean, it's supposed to make you intellectual. It's not always succeed. Yeah, that's true. And I know I didn't hear the part about her like graduating high school, and I thought she was like getting her degree in college. I was like, congrats, ma'am. You now have a degree that you can't do anything with. And my mom is older, so she thinks a degree means something. Like, okay, mother, listen here. If everyone has a degree, is it that special? Because there's only so many. Because I mean, like, you get like higher level jobs, right? You need like a bachelor's and shit. How many of those jobs are there exactly? And everyone now has a bachelor's or some shit. It's like, so you're not gonna be able to do anything with that.
Like, oh boy, please, daddy government or school, take my fucking $80,000 and then put me in debt so I can no longer afford anything.
It's like Megamind,
And I
right?
still can't get a fucking job in that field that pays shit.
I don't know, it wasn't Megamind. It was, what was his name from Incredibles? If everyone's special, no one's special? Is
Oh,
that
the fucking
Chris
villain?
Venus?
The little bitch boy?
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. I know what you're talking about, though. The fucking redhead.
Yeah, the guy kind of looks like a troll doll. The greens mean this, more the skill requirements for jobs are rising. Yeah, I mean, I've got a bachelor's degree, right? I was on the top of the dean's list multiple times. And I was in, like, the National Honor Society, National Junior Honor Society. I was that fucking guy, right? I was at the fucking pinnacle. It took me so long to find a fucking job, and I'm working in a pharmacy now. Unrelated to my degree. And granted, that's more of a case just for me, but, like, I can't tell you how many, like, young people I've seen in college. I'd probably say, like, the first year I was in college, a lot of the kid, like, they were kids. They were super, super young. One was even still in high school. I remember that kid. Fucking Blizzard fanboy. But, half of the students there didn't even know what they wanted to do. They just went there because they had to go to college. And fuck it, I was one of them.
Well, I ended up there.
Yeah.
That happened to me, and then what happened? I got another fucking career.
Aren't you related as it's still biological? At least you got something. You know what my degree got me? It got me a $12 an hour job where Bob, the 7-foot-tall autistic man, was gonna throw me through a glass door. I kid you not. No. You think I'm joking or I'm exaggerating? No, I went to shadow someone there for a day. And then someone walked in and was like, hey, we got a new door. Yeah, Bob threw Brandon through the door. And I just fucking looked at this bitch. Because I told the guy that was like, that reached out to me for the job, like, hey, I have a medical condition. You know, someone pushes me hard enough, you know, it could do some serious damage to me. And they completely fucking ignored it. It's like, I'm out, it ain't fucking worth it, not for 12 bucks an hour. By the way,
That's a fucking lawsuit.
yeah, no, I just fucked off. And guess what? I'm now making at least $16 an hour. Maybe that's why the last pharmacy I worked at also was like, they were a bunch of fucking assholes. Because they were making 12 bucks an hour, and here I am with 16.
I am amazed that the entry-level jobs that I have found, that I've only ever worked, have been 20 hours plus. I'm amazed. The job market is so fucked.
It is.
A fucking pharmaceutical tech with a degree makes $8.50 less than my ass that just fucking goes out, yells at people, and fucking drives a truck. And that's my civilian side. That's not even military. I'm a fucking security guard.
Well, I mean, it's also like, there's so many like interesting things if you like look at the job market, because like, from what I hear from my parents, nobody wants to hire anyone that's under 40 years old. And because of like COVID, people are now realizing, wait a minute, I don't have to take all this bullshit. I can go find another job. That's what happened to my dad. My dad worked for a company for almost 20 years, and they basically tried to kill him so they wouldn't have to give him his benefits for reaching 20 years. Like, even his doctor told him, you need to stop because your stress levels are going to kill you. And you know what? He finally broke down and did it. And guess what? He got another job. Got paid a little less, but you know, he can make that back. Equally shitty job where he was pretty much the only person to like ever actually do anything. Left that, and now he's got an even better paying job. It's like, a lot of people were doing that when COVID hit, right? Because it's like when everyone started working from home, it's like, why do I have to come in on a fucking cold ass, wet ass, smelly ass morning every Monday when I can literally just do everything from home? You know? They just took a fucking sledgehammer to like the facade.
Lexicon, that fucking, oh my god, that requires 3 years experience. That shit pisses me off so much. So,
yeah.
I've mentioned my old job before. I worked at a fucking automotive shop. And one of the biggest things they were looking for was they wanted 5 years experience in automotive work to even start there. Like, just to do the bare fucking minimum. Which was wild to me. I fucking straight up lied to them, and they still let me in.
Oh yeah, I just fucking ignore that part whenever I apply for applications.
Oh no, they called me. It's like, so do you have 5 years experience? I was like, yeah, sure. Like, I wasn't even fucking, like, professional about it to them. Because this was a throwaway job.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you guys 5 year experience? Uh-huh.
I said, sure. I've been in the Army for 2. I know vehicles. And I wasn't lying about that. I fucking show up to this job. My fucking direct manager, because it's a weird fucking automotive shop. We assemble cars. Yeah, fun shit. And after my first week and I actually learn what the fuck I'm doing, I start being critical about the work I see because it's fucking dangerous what I notice. Because I have to put the car on a fucking lift and I notice all the, like, I work on hearses and limos, or I worked on hearses and limos that got welded together. I was a welder a long time ago. I have more fucking I have more certificates in shit in welding than anyone in that fucking shop did, which pissed me off because I was the youngest guy in the shop. I was fucking 20 working here, and the next youngest guy was fucking 32. And it fucking pissed me the hell off because I put this bitch up on a lift. It was one limo in particular that I remember. It was fucking gray. It looked like shit. It looked like it was totaled before they put it together. But it came straight from the factory. They just fucked it up. The fucking weld lines on the bottom, inferior. So where the front cab meets the midsection, it is supposed to be a solid fucking weld all the way through. Because you do not want this to break going down the highway. The rear you can deal with. It's a little fucking like 3-foot section. It's not bad. But the midsection, you don't want that to go. They put a fucking little tack weld. They didn't even fucking put a full one. Like a little shitty tack. It was fucking rusted even. It's aluminum. It was fucking rusted on aluminum. They used the wrong fucking rod. So I fucking point that out to my manager,
Boeing?
who's been here. Huh?
You work for fucking Boeing?
No, it was Cadillac.
Yeah, it's like Boeing's known for like doing weird shit like that.
Yeah, and it was so fucking dumb because my manager, he worked at this shop for 10 years, or whatever the fuck the term, supervisor. And I pointed out to him, I'm like, hey, he has the same fucking name as me, which was already terrible. But I was like, hey, fucking look at this. This is a problem. Who the fuck did this? I want to talk to them. And mind you, I've only been here for 2 weeks and I'm already making fucking demands because I was like, this is fucking dangerous. And they bring me back to the fucking guy doing the welds, fucking little special needs dickhead who doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. I haven't welded in 2 years. Showed him up immediately. I was like, this is what you fucking do because I do not want to have this thing break off on the fucking lift. I will not tolerate this. The guy that I told off has been there for fucking 2 years. Not a single certificate. He's a fucking high schooler still. It's like, really? You're the only motherfucker welding on these?
Really?
Like, obviously, I'm not talking like I am right now. Right now, I'm talking about it like this. I'm fucking pissed reliving it.
Mm-hmm.
But no, this fucking dickhead just doesn't know how to fucking weld. And they have like 5 other guys that are supposed to be welding, but they don't do a fucking thing. They just take apart the car, sit there, and let this little fucker do it.
Of course.
They don't even have him practicing on the fucking bench at the corner, which was there to practice so you don't fuck shit up. So a week goes by, the line keeps moving up. It's still terrible. All the weld lines are shitty. The electronics, which I didn't know much about at the time, but the electronics were all sorts of fucked up. Computer systems in the cars were fucking not even changed or fixed yet, which they're supposed to be fixed like way down the line before they get to me. So I had to start fucking fixing that shit because God forbid I understand computers. And dude, it was just a clusterfuck. I come into this job. This is my second ever proper full-time adult job. My first one was fucking laying rebar. And I get to this fucking automotive shop, youngest one there. I literally know more about safety and shit and how to have a working functional vehicle than people who have been here for 10 plus years. Which they won't even fucking try to make a change or do anything of. Which I get it, you're fucking run down, you're beat up, you don't want to fucking, talk to management and go, hey, this needs to fucking change. Because that's a whole different beast. I get that.
Take it from a guy that comes from a blue collar family. Talking to management's never gonna get you any fucking where. And they gotta talk to their boss, and they gotta prove that by their boss and shit.
Oh, training in some places is dog water. They didn't even fucking train me. They spent 2 days. And even then, they fucked off the entire full 2 days. I had to fucking read a manual. But like, no, so going back to that fucking first limo where they fucked up the welding so bad it was barely tacked together, they took that bitch on a fucking test drive, broke in half. They hit a fucking pothole and it broke in half. I shit you not.
Jesus.
You know who they fucking tried to blame it on? Me.
Yeah,
my supervisor, who I brought it up to, said, oh, the new guy fucked with it. It's like, no, I didn't touch it. I put it on the fucking lift like you told me to and let it sit there overnight. If the weld got broken, that's because of your fucking idea. So I bitched at him. I brought it straight to management. I bitched at management. I got in a screaming fight with the fucking CEO of the company. His office was right next to HR. I didn't get fired, which was amazing. I don't know why. I ended up leaving like a month later after my fucking breakup because I just couldn't live in the city any longer after that. But I fucking got in a screaming match with everyone important in the company. And they said, oh yeah, we'll make changes. Because I'm pretty sure they realized that's a fucking lawsuit waiting to happen.
Yeah, I'm sure
they didn't make changes. I left. I called one of my buddies there because he was a Marine. I called him fucking like 2 months later. He's like, oh yeah, no, they didn't change a fucking thing. Actually, it got worse. Because after you left, 5 other people left right behind you. Without a 2 weeks notice. And I was like, oh, well, fuck. That's great. Love to see it. It's like, oh, dude, it's so fucking dumb how they did that shit. Like, you're making these luxury cars, and motherfucker, they ain't luxury. There's fucking screws sticking up in the floorboards, fucking seat warmers don't work, the fucking computers are fucked. The steering is not aligned at all. The fucking finishing in the back is terrible. The fucking doors don't close. Like, I can go on. And I could probably still sue this company if I ever find myself driving one of their cars and it breaks down. This is so bad.
Actually reminds me of a conversation I had with the, for those that don't know, I work with a woman that's 6 feet tall, guys. Like 6'6" feet tall. And we were just talking today, shooting the shit, while we were like, bottling pills and shit. And so apparently, and I'm now realizing this now, God bless the pharmacist that I worked with today. He's such a nice guy, I can't imagine him ever getting angry. He's just a soft-spoken, like, old Asian man. Never buy Cadillac, hearse, or limo, exactly. I am buying one after this.
No, seriously. Never.
I'm not.
Ever. The ones that go to Europe are nice, though. They're really nice. I don't fucking know why. I think it's because I'm the only fucker that ever worked on them. I'm actually going to take that as my little medal on
victory.
my chest. I was the only motherfucker who worked on the fucking Cadillacs that go to Belgium. And oh my god, I made sure those fuckers were tight. They were so good. That was also a one-man job. It took me fucking 3 weeks, and I wanted to kill myself.
Okay. Help me out with these numbers, Vulcan, because I'm really bad at math. If you start at 9 o'clock and you close at 9 p.m., how long have you worked? Is that 12 hours?
That's 12 hours.
Okay, I feel so bad for him, because the pharmacist I work for, sweetest guy. Like, stereotypical, like, nice, soft-spoken, like, Asian man in his 50s, okay? He worked a 12-hour day today, and I found out why. Is because apparently our old hours used to be from like 10 to 7. Okay? But management wasn't happy with that, because they kept getting complaints. Why are you open from 9 to 9 like other pharmacies? And it turns out every time that guy has to take a complaint, he gets a deduction from his little bonus. So he made it his god's fucking conquest to extend our hours, and on the weekends, the store just does not open until like 10 a.m. And he's trying to get that pushed even further. This little motherfucker. And this guy, I've never even seen this guy in the pharmacy. And he's making these changes?
No. Hawk, did I ever tell you my hours for that fucking automotive shop?
I can't imagine it was good.
Oh, on top of me in a failing relationship at the time. Oh, it gets so much worse. So I had to be up at 3:45 in the morning.
Ooh.
Be ready to go by 4, and leave the house by 4:10 because I'd fuck around in my car for about 10 minutes crying. Not even kidding. I'd fucking cry before going to work.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd speed at 115 miles an hour on the fucking freeway just to get there by 4:50. Sit in my car, debate life choices, clock in at 5:05 because I was late every day because fuck these motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
And I would not get in my car to go home until close to 4:30 in the evening. Because God forbid I work an actual 10-hour day. Nope, I was there for almost fucking 12. Because I have an unpaid lunch break. I worked through my lunch break. I clocked back in and they fucking deducted my pay every time because of it. Because I was like, I'm gonna finish this because I'm fucking bored and I don't want to be here.
I know where I work. They're super fucking anal that you take your break.
No, it gets worse, Hawk. Because by this time, I'm pissed off. I'm tired. It's fucking almost 5 in the afternoon. I've been here all day. I don't get home until 7:30 because of traffic.
Oh, that's right. You're leaving at 5.
And then I have to tolerate my ex being pissy at me because, yeah, I was a shitty boyfriend. I fucking get it, but now I'm working a fucking job and I pay for all your shit. And you're still treating me like shit when I have a whopping fucking 30 minutes in the evening during the week. Like, bitch, you wake up. You wake up at 7:30 in the morning and go to bed at 11 at night. And you complain. You complain about your sleep. Bitch, I don't sleep.
Man, dude, if my fucking girlfriend worked those hours like you did, I'd treat her like a fucking queen when she got home.
My brother in Christ.
Bad days, but it's every day.
I wouldn't go to bed until midnight or 1 because after I fucking tolerate her ass for a fucking hour after dinner, it's like fucking 11. I just start drinking and smoking. This is like where my alcoholism and fucking drug addiction came into play. Because like, how the fuck am I ever going to do anything that makes me happy at this point? So I'd fucking drink, smoke, pill, whatever drugs under the sun I could fucking get my hands on. And I'd be up until midnight or 1. And then I'd rinse and repeat for a week.
Mm-hmm.
That job, man. Like, I know there was things I could do to make it better, to make it more tolerable. Definitely go to bed sooner. But holy fuck, man.
Yeah. That is rough, buddy.
Made good money, though.
Yeah, that's always the catch, isn't it? It's like, yeah,
Made
this
really good money.
job makes you want to go by, just makes you want to go to the nearby bridge. And you know, you're basically working your entire waking life. But goddamn, is that pay though? That's why
This
it's
is why I
pay so
decided to
high.
go full. This is why I decided to go full active military, because I can fucking retire at 38 and be done.
There you go.
Thank God I enlisted at 18. Fuck, man.
Gotta be those old cool guys that stream on Twitch in their retirement. But you're like 30.
Find me on a fucking yacht when I'm 40, please. That's even if I fucking live that long. My fucking timeline of life is maybe 43 until I die or get cancer, one of the two.
No, it's
Because
unfortunate.
my
I feel like
family's
that's what,
lifespan is pretty low. Like, I'm
yeah,
not even
from what
kidding.
you said. Yeah, I feel like that's what every Zoomer kind of says. And then they're gonna get to the point like, fuck, I made all these mistakes, thinking I'd be dead by now. Now I have to live with them. Fuck, I lost my foot.
That's why I'm trying to leave a fucking legacy. Like, shit, Dude, I feel bad for whoever ends up as my fucking wife, because they're gonna have to deal with the kids when I fucking die. It's gonna be bad.
My kids are gonna get that one moment with me. I pull out a sword and I just reenact that scene from Conan. This is the real steel. Beast, men, women, you cannot trust this. I point to the sword, but this, cold hard steel, you can trust this.
I'm gonna pass down my fucking revolver like a holy fucking relic. Here's my 357. God's fucking handgun. Keep it safe. Dude,
We're gonna put that in your will somewhere.
Oh, it's already in my will. What the fuck you going on about? I literally wrote it in with my fucking lawyer too. This was a funny fucking conversation. I wrote it in. It's like, if I die single, bury me with this gun.
Mm-hmm.
If I die married, give it to my spouse. If I die divorced, give the handgun to whatever child is oldest. If I do not have a child, bury it with me.
There you go.
So, and the best part is my computer. It just goes to a fucking dump. I'm not even kidding. It goes. The son of a bitch is not staying around if I'm gone.
Yeah.
Not even for my search history, just because I'm gonna be spiteful.
Yep.
I'm
Nobody
gonna be
gets
really
it.
spiteful. My ex already has fucking $5,000 worth of electronics. This bitch is mine.
Dude, what the fuck is it with like ex-girlfriends and taking your PC parts? I hear that so much. It's uncanny.
All I know is I disabled the bitch's Switch, so she cannot play any of the games anymore. Fuck her.
I can just see it now. It's like, oh, I see you've broken up with Hawk. Oh, here's his PC you can take. I don't want this piece of shit laptop. Well, I know those are the ex-girlfriend rules. You've upgraded from stealing your t-shirts to stealing their computers. Oh yeah, here's the hamster. The hamster's dead. Yeah.
Dude, it's so fucked, dude. Dude, I'm living my life like a shitty movie now. It's really funny too.
There you go.
I'm just waiting for the fucking title card to drop.
Dude, there's this weird moment, and I don't know what this says about me, but I was like driving to work, and I just knew I was going there on a shitty fucking day. And I was just listening to Billy Idol, and like, this is the song that's playing as the movie that is my life. It opens up, and you know, most movies have like that opening song as you're like driving away. Like, I'm feeling this right now.
Oh, motherfucker.
I honestly, because I think this is like after we watched like Clerks 1, it's like, oh my god, I now understand. I am him now driving to my job of customer service. I know, I even had like a Call of the Void moment, like, I can spit water in this bitch's face right now.
Dude, the amount of those I have just showing up to work anywhere is so bad. It's like, oh, you're being a bitch today.
Yeah.
I could fucking just, you could cease to exist right now, and no one would fucking know otherwise.
Dude, that first pharmacist job I had, I fucking hated that place. And I legitimately I was like a hair's breadth away because I just thought to myself, I could just drive away right now. I have the power. The only thing stopping me is the social obligation. I almost did it, but I didn't. You gotta love those call the voids.
It's perfect. The Call the Void is just a great. Dude, when I worked the automotive job, there was one, and this is like, I think this is the day I actually fully quit. Yeah, no, it was. I woke up extra early that day. I was up at like 2, because I woke up still drunk as fuck. I was like stumbling around the house. Mind you, I lived with my ex's parents and her, so it was fun little setup. But I was wandering around the fucking house at like 2:30 in the morning, drunk. I think I was crossfaded actually, because it was like, it's more of like a blur of a memory than anything. But I was wandering around, finally got in my car. I was like half fucking dressed, and I end up sobering up before I get to work, because I was driving slow. I was done with life. This was post breakup, so I was like getting ready to fucking off myself. It was bad. Show up to the fucking work. It's fucking 5:20, something like that. I showed up late. I walk in, my replacement, who I was supposed to be training, who's like 80 fucking years old, didn't know a single fucking thing about this job, even though he's worked at this company his whole life. Pissed me off. It's a tiny company. He should have fucking known. I fucking walk up to HR. I get the CEO. I respectively tell my supervisor to go eat a bag of dicks, and I just fucking disappear. And it was fucking 6 in the morning by the time I start driving back to the house. And I have a fucking call the void moment of just sitting there like, oh, I could just drive off the fucking cliff right now and be done, and no one will stop me because no one gives a fuck. And I was just, ooh, it was such a bad fucking spot to be in.
I know this also isn't like the actual definition of call the void. It's just like, huh, I wonder be like if I just drove off this cliff. But yeah, those are the moments where you really gotta stop and think to yourself, why am I thinking like this?
Like I was just like, I pulled into a Kroger parking lot instead of going home. Or going back to the house, because I did not want to fucking see my ex when she finally woke up in like an hour. I didn't want to fucking deal with any of that shit.
Yeah.
Dude, living in Cincinnati was a terrible time in my life. That was a whole fucking mistake in of itself.
Sin City, baby.
I'm not even that fucking old, man.
Yeah.
I got more fucking degrees than anyone my age. Not even like I said, not full degrees, a whole fuck ton of minors.
Yeah, but let's be real, most people get like an associate's and that's it.
Yeah. Like, I have fucking 7 minors under my belt. That's a horrible fucking statement. We're gonna ignore that I said it like that. And I have more fucking just on-the-job mechanical experience than people have been in the fucking job for years. And it is actually infuriating.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I got like so scooped up by the job I have now, is because they don't give a shit about my degree. I'll tell you that right now. No one gave a shit about my degree. But they did enjoy the fact that I did work in a pharmacy for a little bit. It's just... the job market is so weird right now. Again, it's like they took a fucking sledgehammer to it and it's just broken now.
Because, like, no one hires, no one wants anybody. You need so much fucking experience to get a shitty little fucking welding job at a fucking backwater-ass shop. Like, or even Kroger. Kroger wants people with fucking experience. I'm like, motherfucker, one's got experience if they're going to Kroger.
Fucking Kroger.
What the fuck you on about?
I've worked at a Kroger.
Like, it's just ridiculously fucking stupid. And I don't even know, like, what to say about it anymore, because I'm done. The military is easy now. Like, I get food, I get a house, I can get laid by saying I'm military. Like, it's easy.
They said it was different on the outside. I didn't believe that it would be worse on the outside.
I didn't realize the outside was a worse place to be.
It's like reverse prison. I want to go back in because it's better in there.
Like, that's really how it fucking is. Like, I'm kind of happy that the chick I'm hopefully gonna fucking properly dating here is military too. It's actually refreshing.
There really is a light at the end of the tunnel.
What, my fucking handgun flash?
Or you know, an incoming train. You know, you gotta get up to the light first.
The fucking muzzle flash is telling me it's my way out.
I am the way and the light, except occasionally the light is muzzle flash. I love that clip.
Dude, it's fucked. This whole country's fucked. I'm terrified to see what we'll be at in the next 5 years.
I'm curious too. It's just all over the place, you know. Every place has problems, but yeah.
Jesus fuck. Like, I remember watching the debate and it was like, it was a question about the fucking opioid epidemic, or it was opioid and fentanyl epidemic. It was like, so what do you both say to, like, it was something along the lines of, what do you both say that during both your presidencies the drug epidemic has only gotten worse? And they just like they both just went, nuh-uh. No, it's his fault. No, it's his fault. Like, motherfucker, it got worse since Obama. It's not gotten better.
It's just, what is it?
Dude,
Did you bring up
so
Obama?
bad.
I think I heard somewhere, and don't quote me on this because I don't know if it's factual or not. But like Joe Biden says, like he was the first black president. Not Obama. He wasn't talking about Obama. He was talking about himself. And then I think at another point he audibly said like, "Wait for pause," or he said like dramatic pause while he was speaking. He read the teleprompter out loud.
Dude, it's. Like, can we stop letting people over the age of fucking 50 become president, or over 60? Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, why?
I mean,
Genuinely,
isn't this just
why?
the structure of every political system, right? And believe me, I'm not a fucking anarchist. But eventually this is what happens with systems of government that get old enough. They start fucking up, they get people in power that don't want to leave power, and they start getting who they want, and then it gets fucked. Because they just got a bunch of people that don't know the first thing about what they're saying, just running the government. It's like, for example, it was like Bernie Sanders, right? Is like, I don't give a shit about what you think about Bernie Sanders. I think his voter base did get burned. At least feel bad for them. But like, man was a career politician, and before that he was just couch surfing, I think.
Yeah.
Even I'm above couch surfing.
It's just everything in the US just feels like a fucking joke now.
I like to see the other political places, because I mean, like, obviously everyone makes fun of America, but I wonder what happened if there was like an actual, like, because I'm just curious to see spice up, because everyone's always like, oh, America's like a two-party system. What would spice it up if like we had like an actual like decent sized libertarian party? I'm not really libertarian, but like, I'm curious to see what happened, you know, spice it up a little bit. Add that third contender, you know?
I would cry. Because it's a dream come true. We're finally not just left, right, and we're both equally fucking racist and retarded. Like, no. Please.
Well,
get
okay, no.
variety back in here.
Well, here's the thing. If we add the libertarians, so we might also have to add the authoritarians. Because, you know,
Okay?
they're
We
the
already have that.
opposite.
They're the Democrats.
They're right.
We're already halfway there.
Right, government officials.
Exactly. See, now you're getting it.
See, it's like, it really is that saying, right, of like the person best suited for the job is the one that doesn't want to do it. For good reason. like some trucker somewhere was like, oh, you know, I spent like $450 on some signs. Oh, wait, you said I won the election against the career politician. Bullshit.
Did not expect that.
Well, then again, what was it? Like the Libertarian candidate back in 2016 got less votes than a dead gorilla? George Washington didn't want to be president. Like, oh fuck, someone's gotta run the country. We need a figurehead somewhere. And then he left. Well, was it? Did he serve 4 years or did he serve 8? Because I think that was why we have like 4-year long terms, right? He's like, I was president for 4 years. I don't want to do this anymore. Fuck off. No
There's
president's gonna have
something
it
like that.
longer than that. No one's gonna beat my record. I hear the UK got a new prime minister. I don't know anything about them though. Me is like I think a bit more focused on the. What was it like? Who's the new king? It's like it's that king. It's like Prince something or other. Is it Prince Charles? I got nothing on them. There's more coverage on like, ah, yes, the new prime minister is meeting this royal family member. Like, okay. I need to find someone from the UK and like discuss the royal family because it kind of boggles me as an American that hates paying taxes. Of like, so the royal family gets basically a shit ton of money, right? Yeah. What do they do? Well, nothing politically. So why are you giving them money? And, you know, what's the old Maxor quote? Tax evasion's a crime. It's an obligation.
Or it's not a crime, it's an obligation.
Yeah. Yeah, that one,
What I'm
granted,
saying is
you
the
pay
federal
tax
the
for
federal
shit.
government doesn't pay me enough to pay taxes, so I'm not paying taxes.
I don't care who the IRS
literally
sends.
they tax my income, and I do not make enough to actually pay taxes because they tax my income. Find it funny.
Yeah, this kind of reminds me. So where I work, I kind of had to be forced into the union.
Gross.
And these motherfuckers had the audacity of like, hey, we're still taking some of your money, but would you like to give us some more of your paycheck? No. I would like to give the minimum amount. In fact, can I just not fill this bubble out?
Oh, dude, they tried that shit with me, and I did not pay them. I talked with the contract. So when I worked construction, I went to the contractor instead of the union I was with. I was like, hey, just pay me extra money. I cannot live on this fucking... Because I was making $25 an hour in construction, but the union took like, I think it was like $6 to $7 an hour on average. But the most they took was fucking 10. Because I was a fucking apprentice.
Jesus.
That's some bullshit. Fucking making me work fucking 10-hour days, barely paying me enough to get lunch. Because I did not have enough money to buy lunch, so I had to fucking, steal shit off people 90% of the time. But dude, it fucking sucked. Like,
like I get, like, I know why unions exist, but at the same time, and this is
They're
my
so
personal
corrupt.
experiences. Oh, they absolutely are. Is that I've never seen someone like actively being protected, like rightfully, by the union. Every time I ever see or hear the union get brought up, it's because someone's using it as a threat, and most of the time, the person threatening to go to the union is the problem.
dude, like, I don't know what the fuck it is with construction unions in Ohio and Kentucky, because they all fucking work together. They all suck.
They keep themselves
like-
on top.
They do. But like, dude, fucking Louisville, the city of Louisville, which I have had the unfortunate status of having to go through there. It has been under construction, the same fucking highway, that they've done nothing to in the past 4 years has been under construction for so goddamn long. It is ridiculous. Like, what the fuck are you even doing?
Well, it's like I always say about politicians, right? Especially when they have like a one-issue platform kind of spiel. If you're getting paid or you're getting elected to solve the problem, why would you ever solve it? And you get elected again. It's always my problem with fucking politicians. You know, if they fix the road, then where are we gonna get our next money, you know? And this is coming from a guy from Ohio, okay? Most of our stuff has been under construction since like 1986. No, even that, like 1886, I'd say. Our roads are dangerous. They really stress test the young drivers learning to get the driver's ed course. Vulcan, did you ever take driver's ed?
No, I actually didn't even get tested. My army recruiters, because I failed my driver's test multiple times. My army recruiter said, this guy's going to basic and he needs to have a license. And the state official just handed me my license. I learned how to drive on a 26-ton truck.
That's why you need to hold people accountable. We don't, though.
I almost wrecked a 26-ton truck. And that's where I got my actual ID.
You also got C-Pass with BS and fake problem. Yeah, well, that's the thing about politicians, right? It's like they scientifically math out how to hide their bullshit.
Yeah. It really is funny. They do that down to they have it down to a science.
Oh, yeah. It's like, during the 2020 election, right? Like, there was, like, video evidence of potential. Like, definitely that there could have been, like, tampered with ballots. And nobody just did anything about it.
It doesn't exist and we don't pay attention to it.
Look at the dangling carrot over here. Look at this problem. Isn't this more exaggerated and more wild? Look at that one. And let's say like, oh, we now have a position to hold us accountable. You know, I'll give you like a little extra $1 an hour if you keep this little secret. Or like, hey, I know what you did with that girl last night. I'm sure your wife would love to hear about that. Wait, you fucking planted that woman? Yes, we did. I think they made a movie about that actually. Like there was like a politician or something, and people actually liked him. And then like his enemies like hired a woman to seduce him so that he cheated on his wife, and he did. And then his career went nowhere. This is, you know, there's always that thing, and I brought this up before, of like, more story, don't cheat. Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, it was kind of dirty what they did, because humans are fallible. But, where's it going? This is why, you know, it's always like the thing is like, oh, well, if God exists, why bad thing happen? And I honestly think it's because of like, we kind of do this to ourselves, right? It's like sometimes we just gotta learn, because humans can't have nice things because we don't let ourselves have nice things. You know, someone's
self-fulfilling prophecies are real.
Yeah. It's like, was that one case, I think Moist Critical did something on that, of like, the super wholesome, like, TikTok video or something, of like, this woman got her dad, like, the Gordon Ramsay, like, frying pan set or whatever, and, you know, he was, like, giddily making her something to eat, and, you know, super wholesome, sweet moment, you know, real some feel-good stuff. Here comes this motherfucker. Man, it must be nice being privileged like that. This is what makes baby Jesus cry. This nice sweet moment, and this motherfucker has to come in here and kick someone in the balls. It's like,
anyway, I'm gonna head off for the night. Have a good one.
Alright, man, take care.
Godspeed.
People are assholes, yeah. It's like, what's another one? Like the Hogwarts Legacy thing, right? Is like, okay, look at it from this perspective, right? It's like a franchise that you grew up with since you were a child. finally has like a triple A level game, right? And we'll ignore all the politics around it, okay? And so you're super excited to play it. Like, let's say like, I don't fucking know. Let's use a different example. Like, let's like Pokemon has like a triple A budget, right? Like they went full fucking ham or some shit, right? And then someone said something that might get some money from this. And now people are actively like trying to harass you and just bully you online because you had the fucking audacity to play a video game based off a franchise of your childhood. You know, a simpler time when things were probably better. That's right. It's just like people went way too far with the harassment campaigns. I'll say that. It's just, why can't we have nice things? Because we do this to ourselves as human beings. It's not fun sending threatening calls to someone's parents because they wanted to play a video game. It's like, you know, I rag on like Sony and stuff. Like, I love making fun of Ghost of Tsushima. But you know, you're entitled to play the game. I think games like that are a bit corrosive, safe, and like copy paste for like the games industry, but you can still fucking play them. I don't care. Lord knows I love bad games. I don't think you should harass people. 1, 2, associating with something doesn't mean you agree with anything behind it. Yeah. Kind of reminds me of that Wendigoon in Praise of Shadows thing, right? That's going around on the internet. Like, they try to get him by guilt of association. And people have admitted, like, who was it? Was it I believe it was Silverveil, which is... And I've got big respect for her in this regard of people were bullying and harassing her, and they've been doing this for so long. And she straight up said, like, you know, just because I'm playing this game doesn't mean I agree with whatever said. But I'm still gonna play it because I want to play it, so go fuck off. It's sad, man. And also from a psychological point too, right? Is like, what was that movie? Vulcan, Doom, and we watched Chasing Amy, and I really like the psychology. And I like to point out, I'm a sucker for any movie that has what I like to call Breakfast Club moments, where people just like sit down and they just have like this deep like philosophical thing and they learn from one another. And in Chasing Amy, it boiled down to the main character felt insecure about himself because his girlfriend, who he loves very much, has had a lot of sexual partners. And he kind of felt like he wasn't good enough, and that translated anger and things like that. It really does go to show that a lot of human insecurities can be hurtful to other people. Sad. But you wanna know what else is kind of sad? Joey's fucking dueling skills. You like that segue? Alright, I'll turn that on. Now you can hear the music that I've been hearing this entire time. Yeah, you like that? Yeah, I bet you do. Alright, where's my keyboard? Story mode. Unsaved data will be lost. What? Oh, wait, hold on. I pressed the wrong button, I forgot. It's fucking circle for confirm. I gotta remember the buttons. I haven't played in a week. Okay, let's see if we can check out Joey's deck, because I did give him the best I could with a dragon deck. Oh. There we go. Okay. I did keep Alligator, Sword, and Baby Dragon. Oh, you've been cooking. Okay, so we got a bunch of, like, dragons cards, like Dragon Roar just gives piercing damage. Banish, special summon. I got him Elemental Dragon. I kept Graceful Dice. I gave him some like card destruction. We had to give our boy Kunao a chain. This is probably the only one in the deck that really isn't a dragon, other than like some of Joey's more iconic ones, but Little Wingguard was one of his cards. Lord of D, so like dragon types can't be affected by spells, traps, or effects as long as it's on the field. Bluster Dragon's a good beat stick. Magic Cylinder, what can I say? It's Magic Cylinder. Mask Dragon. So when this thing dies, I could just summon another dragon with like 1500 or less attack. Metalmorph for the red is black, Metal Dragon. Meteor Dragon still for the fusion. Mirage Dragon. Monster Reborn. Polymerizations in here. Red Eyes Black Chicks. 3 Red Eyes Black Dragons. Because that's what this entire deck is apparently built around. Lord forbid he ever draws Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon. Oh, wait. I'm sorry, Red Eyes Metal Darkness Dragon. Because that one's a bit silly. Scapegoat, Skull Dice. I put Summon Skull in here for fusion material. Time Wizard, I believe, is also in there. And here's the fusions: Alligators, Dragon Sword, Black Skull Dragon, Meteor. Why is Red Eyes Black Dragon have such like high attack fusions? It's insane. And then Thousand Dragon. And then I believe I have my Elemental Hero deck still. Yeah. And then I've also got a, kind of a pseudo Dark Magician, like, spell counter deck. But we like our Elemental Heroes here. Simon. The fuck are you? Sure, I love dueling. Oh boy. Oh, that's a bitch that doesn't have any monster cards. Just summons everything from the graveyard. Oh, right, I gotta move my... Boop. There we go. By the way, why is this rock, paper, scissors music so jammin'? Sounds like the intro... Sounds like a character select for a fighting game. Release of the demon power. Alright, Joey. It's your time to shine. I hopefully I've trained you well. Aye, master. Oh, she's actually possessed. Shit. Well, this hand is something already. If you have one original type of monster in your graveyard, all face-up monsters you control. Did they add new Ojamas? Why is there a blue and a red one now? I hate it. Okay, I think I have this one in my spell counter deck. This one's spell counter. Once per turn, if a spellcaster monster on the field is destroyed, you remove one. Field. You can remove one spell counter from your side of the field for each of those monsters instead. Okay. Oh god, they did. Of course they did. Because every monster needs an archetype. Where's the Feral Imp archetype? Alright, come on, Joey. Do these have some manner of, like, theme? Love to see it. Oh my god, he's already done it. Fuck. Hi, Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. How are you? Joey, he's really trying hard. What are these? I feel like I should give Joey a bit more like resurrection cards, because he does have a few cards of like discard dragon card from field. Okay, so let me see here. Okay, we'll save that. What is this? I get one? Okay, that's a fusion monster. So we'll just do the good thing of summoning Stratos. Nab that. No. Select. Okay, let's see here. Let's grab... I don't fucking know. Let's grab a defensive boy just in case. And he can also get his polymerization. Oh, this just says one face-up monster. What's that? Destroy all cards in the controller's deck with the same name. I've only got one. I guess it's supposed to be a chain effect. Motherfucker, you think I got more than one H-heated heart? No, that's like a 5-card setup, baby. That's like half yeah, no, that's like what? Like half your deck should be like spells and traps? Or some shit? Actually, hold on a second. How much can we pump the deeps? It's 300 attack, and if attack can attack equal that. More. Look at that DPS. Hope that's not a flip effect. How couple was it? This card affects battle damage to opponents on the top card of the deck. When this card is sent into the field from the graveyard, especially someone one lobby. Oh, okay. That's cute. You think that that's gonna... Wait, what? You can target one level 4 lower zombie type monster in the opponent's graveyard. That was a short battle. I don't have a zombie deck. It's oddly specific, but okay. Attack position. You really gonna do this? You gonna take all that heat because to do like 100 life point damage? Okay, do you have like an extra effect for that or what? I feel like you're pulling something by doing something that stupid. That card? Get it out of here. What was that? Spellbook of Wisdom. Don't know what that does, but whatever. Oh, this is gonna hurt even more because Metamorph. See, Joey, look what happens when you have like a moderately competent deck. And not 3 baby dragons and alligator swords. That's 3 each, by the way. His deck was that bad. If it's Call of the Haunted or some other resurrection spell, that isn't gonna help you, sweetheart. Oh no, not my Stratos. Okay, what is this? Red Eyes Zombie Dragon! Wait a minute. Contribute this card in face-up attack position by triggering one monster. When this card destroys a zombie-type monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can special summon that monster from your side of the field. Does she have like a card or something that turns all the cards in my graveyard into zombie types? Like DNA surgery? No, that's for type. It's... Yeah, that wasn't enough. Like that was a bold strategy. Yeah, DNA surgery would work. Would be a sitcom. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I've looked back at like earlier like type decks of like the was it the Element Charmers? And their whole thing was using DNA surgery. Let me think here. I mean, can we just win? Here, I'll set that down in defense mode. But yeah, like the Elemental Charmer combo was using DNA surgery and then flipping over to take control. Dragon Battle. Metamorph so good. You got one turn. I really hope she hits our... What is this guy? Woodsman? With the... With the, what is this? Gemini Elf? So they just take the damage and feel stupid. Do it. Itch. No, stop. I don't want to sacrifice the monster that's helping us win. Joey, do it. This is your time to win. Oh, he's also got polymerization. That's right, he has those in his deck too. Monster Reborn. Oh my god, Joey, you fucking madman. Now he's got both of them. Oh, he's gonna end it with their monster. The BM. Why you want a Red Eyes Black Dragon? Wow. Love to see it, Joey. You're a big boy now. Was it really necessary to go all out on me? Yes, Joey needed to prove a point. Alright, who are you? Odelia? Alright, let's save our game. Whoops. After that triumph. Lad. Let's go beat up this girl now. You think you can handle me? I train us pretty hard. They train us pretty hard at Duel Academy. Is there someone out there that can hear my call? Round 2, motherfucker. Always pick rock. Fuck. Good old Rock never loses. You know, this music kind of reminds me of. It kind of reminds me of like DOA or Rumble Roses a little bit. Did that guy say he's gonna make this duel as boring as possible? Because that's right, he's like the stall guy, isn't he? Kunai chain. What's that? Gain 1,200 life points, inflict 800 to your opponent. Oh, or. How? What, really? Wow. Wait. Can't be special summoned during your main phase of the card's normal summon. You contribute this card, draw 2 cards. Wait, you death by 1,000 cuts? This is a weird burn deck. There's no fire types. I'm surprised she didn't, like... Okay. Inflict 200 damage to your opponent for each card in their hand. Oh, you bitch. Really? I haven't got to take a turn yet. What is this? Level 4 type warrior. Okay. Fearless the boy. This is usually the standard play. I mean, it's like, yeah, no cards on their field. I guess that's kind of the good thing about the burn deck, I guess. Not yet. I need to read what Kunai Chain actually does. I just got it to be funny. And then let's see here. Let's grab the heat. I'll show them the real burn. Oh no, what I should have done was get Blade Edge. And then... No, wait. Wait. I got it. We'll put Necro Shade in the graveyard so that if either I get Blade Edge or Joey gets his Red Eyes, then he could just summon it normally. Change defense. Oh. Let's save Kunai with Chain, because there's nothing scary on the board. And if something does become scary, we could just change it to defense position. I love that, like, card I just used. I use it exclusively for Necro Shade. Come on, Joey, it's in the graveyard. Damn it. Oh god, special summon 1 wind type. I can't be mad, Joey's got the same thing. Hey, you. Contribute summoning a wind monster, you choose as... Oh, okay, he's trying to summon the wind fucker. Kunai with Chain? Kunai with Chain. That's a mighty dragon. Thing's just swinging a chain around. Where did you just set? When this occurs on the field. Okay, that's good. I have a feeling if I can get Blade Edge, then the little Paradox guy isn't gonna do shit. Assuming this bitch... Wait, no, yeah, she has 3 of those. That would be mighty tasty. Summon you. No. I'm just playing it safe with a 2000 damage one. Oh god, what was that? During your standby phase, you can send this face-up card to the graveyard. Oh, just draw 1 card. Wait, that's a continuous spell, isn't it? Okay, it is. Never mind, I should probably play that. Dragon's Rage is kind of nice. Where's your burn deck now, bitch? I'm gonna put that down there for Joey. Oh, that was not translated. You rude little dude. Oh, because it rhymed. Come on, Joey. Whoa, man, we really got like the dude beaters out right now. Yeah, summon more of your dudes. We got piercing damage out the ass. You staller. Oh, this might be it. Hey, Joey going in for the kill again. This is where the fat lady sings. Got him. Oh, shucks. It looks like I lost. There's something you can see but can't see? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Joey, but sure. Oh, we got the first heart. Why do bad things always happen to me? Alright, Joey, before we go do your thing, let's go buy some cards. So, I've been buying a lot of these decks because, I mean, they just give me all the cards in them. Wait, does this have the blue eyes in them? Rabid Dragon. Maiden with blue eyes, Rider of the Wind, Storm Winds, Dark Storm Dragon, Genesis. That sounds fancy. Every turn, send 1 from your hand to the graveyard. Add 1 dragon type from your graveyard to your hand. This card sent from the field to the graveyard. Return all dragon type monsters from your graveyard to your deck. Okay. Oh, it's actually kind of powerful. Okay. Alright, why do I remember this card? You can special this card from your hand by sending one level 8 or higher monster from your hand to the graveyard. Tribute this card for the tribute summon of a level 7 or higher monster. Monster cannot be... What that... Oh! Okay. So, there's a card I've learned about called Ancient Rules. And basically what it is, it lets you special summon, I think, a level 7 or higher normal monster. That'd be pretty good for red eyes or blue eyes. I want to find that card. But this also works too, because if we have more, more return from the graveyard, then this would be very good. Because then that would give us a monster that can't die by a battle, and then also just special summon another super powerful dragon type. Type of man. Creation. Honest. Fucking honest. Max C. Level Eater, Silver's Cry. Terraforming Weevil the Dragon. Trade in. Discard one level 8 monster, draw 2 cards. And for one monster... Oh, we can get another monster reborn. We only need one. Max C is silly? Why is that? During either player's turn, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. This turn, each time your opponent special summons a monster, immediately draw 1 card. Okay, yeah, I can see why, because it's insane card advantage with the metas with a lot of summons. That is true. I'm playing an elemental hero deck, so I knew about special summons. I mean, fuck, Joey summoned Red Eyes Black Darkness Metal Dragon turn 1. Azure? Of course Kaiba gave himself a fucking synchro card. What is this? 1 tuner plus 1 non-tuner normal monster. Okay, that's interesting that it's specific. When this card is special summoned, Dragon-type monsters you currently control cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects until the end of the turn. Next turn. Once per turn during your standby phase, you can target 1 normal monster in your graveyard and special summon it. It's pretty nice. Okay, what is the waifu with blue eyes do? This card is targeted for an attack, you can negate the attack, and if you do, change the battle position of this card. Then you can special summon 1 blue eyes white dragon from your hand, deck, or graveyard. During either player's turn when this card effect is activated, that targets this face-up card, except during the damage step. You can special one blue eyes from your hand, deck, or graveyard. Okay, so it's just, I get a blue eyes. Fuck it. Give me that, Gramps. This is some good dragon shit in there. For the Emperor. That's probably like a water deck. Darkness. Lord Magician. I got like a lot of like Magician and Warrior stuff. Here go Machines. I was thinking maybe Drag Unity? That sounds cool. Devil's Gate. Don't buy this deck. Dark Worlds are only for assholes. Yep. You know, I believe him. I've been playing some Yu-Gi-Oh! Championship 2000 and Dark Worlds are kind of interesting. There's some new ones in here. Darkness Necrosphere. Marquis of Darkness. Fucking giant germ. Dark Necrosphere. What is this card? I remember Merrick using it in the anime. Not be normal summoner set must first be by banishing 3 fiend-type monsters from a graveyard. During the end phase, if this card was destroyed by an opponent's attack this turn, or by battle or card effect, and sent to the graveyard. Woes a monster card in your possession. Target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Equip this card from the graveyard to the target. While this card is equipped in the monster effect, take... Okay. Interesting. Sand... Why is Sandgen banned? Sent to the field from the graveyard. Add one level 50... Okay, that's probably why, because it has no, like, type restriction. That's the Exodia shit. Battle Fader. Guys, we could get a Dark World deck. Hand Destruction, yep, that's what I had in mind. Oh my god. And then add United We Stand from the guys that just special summon themselves. Holy shit. This could be silly. Alright, let's shop around a little bit more. I'm curious. These are like... Is that honest again? What is it? What are these? Line your opponent with excessive life points and drawing power. Guys, I could be a healer in this game. Oh, that's who I was thinking of. Nero Harsha. That's the life point one, right? Current affects battle damage or one card. While Sanctuary in the sky is on the field, your life points are higher than your opponent's. This card gains attack and defense equal to the different. Yep. Oh god, I remember this card. I used this for a while. It was a good beat stick card. And you know, a cute angel girl. Guardian Angel Joan. That's right, Joan became like an archetype, didn't it? It's really weird because I was just a random fusion monster. What is this archetype? It looks like an archetype. Yo, we can get some dinosaurs. I got the wind ones. I don't have the earth ones. I got the wizard and the warrior. Okay, let's get the Dark World deck. They told me not to, so I'm buying it. I'll make a Dark World deck off stream for you all. Oh, what's this? I didn't mean to click on this. Special summon from this. 600 attack and defense for each card in your hand. Once per turn, you can send one monster from your hand to the graveyard. Target one face-up monster the opponent controls. The same level as that monster. Take control of the target. Once per turn. Okay. That's where it came. I was like, I don't know if it gains benefit from cards in your hand. Why? Okay, yeah, you gotta get rid of the deck. It gets rid of your hand. That's the power of the Dark World. That's why hand destruction would be so good. Oh, I guess I can just special summon all four of these dudes. Let's save. And we've been going for 3 hours. So let's do this one duel. And then we'll call it. No, Hawk, you here? I was just about to start my search for duelists. Ever since Cobb announced the beginning of that tournament, I've been itching for a fight. Joey, what do we think we've been doing? We just have to win 6 duels and take the opponent's locator cards. Once we've collected all the locator cards, then we'll be able to find where the final's being held. But now that you're here, we can start looking for someone to duel. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. This guy's called the Rare Hunters could also be participating in the tournament. Be careful. Don't let him take your cards like I did. I'm so sorry. Hey, watch where you're going. She should really watch where she's going. She could get hurt running into people. Joey, check your pockets. She bumped into me while I was looking at my deck. So, I guess I should check for damage. Yep. Same old crap of cards. Joey, I put that fucking deck together for you. We had 2 duels. Do not lose that fucking dragon deck. Doesn't appear anything's got damaged. Wait, this isn't my deck. This is someone's crappy cards. That little kid must have taken my real deck when she... Boy, you fucking lost my deck! Where'd she go? Where are you so I can break your kneecaps? Oh, over there. You did everything according to plan. Yeah. Great. Now defeating Joey should be a breeze. What'd you say, you little fat little worm? Yeah. Why did you find my secret? How did you find my secret hideout? By the way, did bug decks ever become good? I'm curious. I don't think I've ever seen like a bug deck. I had to plant my foot in your ass right now. Telling a kid to snatch someone's deck. Yeah. You're not worthy of being called a duelist. Damn, Joey, you got some back. No? Okay, what about reptiles? I know they had the alien deck, right? Right? You're just a punk kid that probably didn't get enough attention when he was younger. I just do whatever it takes to win. I always thought the reptile cards were cool. Don't think so highly of yourself anyways. You're not even my real enemy. I'm going to defeat you and lure Yugi out. You're nothing more than bait. Oh, really? You think you can beat me? Yes. And this tournament is a tag duel. So you there, woman, get ready. Oh, okay. If you're useful, then I'll give you the rare card I promised. Hawk, you ready? Okay. Then let's crush this bug. Yeah, let's go beat up some kids. Fuck yeah, Joey, you're getting your roots of being a delinquent again. I like it. Rock crushes bug. Sad. Rock crushes bug. Rock crushes bug. See, if we keep picking rock, they'll think we're not that stupid. I'm gonna throw your deck in the ocean after this. No, my E-heroes. They got sent to space. What happens if we send them to the depths with Cthulhu? Okay, what is that? Tribute 1 monster. Special summon 1 insect type from your deck whose level is 1 higher. What was that? Okay. I mean, sure. I don't know about a 5-star of like... I mean, that's a card when they didn't like know what 5 stars were, right? What that would mean. Time Wizard. Joey, please. Oh wait, no, that's fine. Even if he loses nothing. Except Time Wizard. Oh, and life points, I guess. Okay, and he's got Scapegoat, okay. Actually, it wasn't too bad of a gamble. What the fuck are you? Moja? When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, add 1 level 4 beast-type monster from your graveyard to your hand. What the fuck? You trigger 1 face-up Moga you control. Special summon this card from your hand. Can only be one king of... What the fuck is that thing? It's like that thing from Legend of Zelda where we hit it in its little toesies. Take it in the face. Okay, this is a bad start. We can recover from this. Okay, let me... I can pulverize them? Wait. Seize it. Well, we have options here. Not be spoiled by battle. Your opponent can attack with only one monster when this destroys an opponent's monster by balance sends it to grave. Okay, yeah. So we will... Oh, wait, hold on. I'm thinking. Special summon from your edge deck one masked hero with the same level. Different. Wait. Okay, yeah. Yeah, and they're not the same level, so. Okay, let's get the Oh, that's right. I thought I was doing something clever, but I remembered I can't actually do the thing with the masked hero. Summon Gaia. We'll get Avian and Rottweiler. And then we can also summon Ocean for later. So he can bring our boys back. Yeah, we should be fine summoning him. New graveyard and target one monster on your opponent's side. Destroy the targeted monster. Please, be stupid. He's still weak. You have the effects of the target's one face up. Okay. No, we don't have any dragon types. Dark Claw, I guess? Okay. Okay, then we're still golden. Oh, that scared me for a second. Thank God I had that. Look at how we turn that around, boys. Oh, I don't want to summon that. I don't want to use that card. Butt munch. That's why they're like a Beavis and Butthead joke, weren't they? Okay, we don't know what it is. Sure, what are you gonna do with Avian? That's my card. Stay in your lane. Baby dragon. Oh my god, more of that fucking special summon bullshit. Oh wait, no, hold on. We do have a dragon, so Joey could sacrifice baby dragon to get rid of whatever card that is on the field. He's got Metamorphic Kid. Oh, what is this? Why is just opening and summoning it? This card returns all of its owner's hand during the end phase of the turn it was normal summoned or flipped face up. This card's normal summon or flip, you can special summon one level 1 monster from your graveyard. When this card leaves the field, banish that monster. Oh no, they got another one, don't they? Okay, no, they're just being okay. Do not put a fucking Metal Morph on this thing. Joey. Joey, why? You Metal Morph the fucking goat. Oh, I don't even have any elemental heroes in there, do I? Yeah, no. Just Rottweiler. Alright. No, wait. No, I don't want to do that, actually. I forgot you can't, like, sacrifice the scapegoat. Be our sacrificial lamb. I wonder what a metamorphed scapegoat would look like. No, I don't want to do that. Dark Law, kick gay ass. It's just an iron ball. Some Mamemon without legs. Just nice smooth ball. Like, uncomfortably smooth. Alright, we beat up that weird bug kid and a French girl. See? I told you that you suck. Yeah. I'm me. Don't start none, there won't be none. I didn't think Joey would have such a strong partner. I'm gonna say one thing. It's not that I'm strong. You're just too weak. You weak little cockroach. Crap. And you shouldn't listen to things this guy says. Okay. He probably tricked you into obeying him anyway. This guy never keeps a promise. You're right. Go kick the shit out of him, kid. Learn from this and don't let yourself get tricked by weird people anymore. Okay, thank you very much. Got it. Don't be on the internet. Don't go on Discord. Alright, 1 locator card down, 5 to go. Let's do our best against the next opponents. Alright, let's go buy ourselves 1 more card pack. I still don't have... I don't... Do I have Rampart Blaster? I've actually got a few more elemental heroes, I believe. I'll show them after this. Like fusions. Let's see here. That's like the fire. That's like the pyro deck, I think. I remember this deck. This is like the Umi deck, right? Yeah, like I just summon this guy, and I think he just destroys fucking everything if you have like Umi on the field. It was that one. Unshaven Angler. Hey, yo, Pot of Greed. Yep, Legendary Ocean. That's it. Get that. Get the Legendary Fisherman. That's now 4-star card. Just you snatch that bad boy. Snatch and Steal is actually pretty good. Kaiba deck. Oh yeah, we got the Joey Wheeler deck. Oh, that's Pendulum. I ain't dealing with that shit. Dark Magician Girl. Obnoxious Celtic Guard. Fiend Guilford. Buster Blader. I've never been able to summon. How do you fucking summon this thing? This first by attributing one alpha the magnet warrior beta gamma from your hand or side of the field. Attribute this card to target one yada yada yada. Graveyard special. What? Ah, yes, the only way to special summon this. Oh wait, no, that's from the graveyard, isn't it? Okay, yeah, I see. So you tribute all of these. No, wait. No, you have to tribute this card. So you tribute all those monsters to summon this one, but you sacrifice this one to summon the 3. I can kind of see that if it's like you were dealing with like Unity. Penguin Soldier. Dark Magician. Stone Soldier. Oh wait, he's got Change of Heart. Man, the old cards are so simplistic that... Yeah, they really... I can see why a lot of them are banned. You can split and get 3 beat sticks. True. Well, you have to sacrifice the beat sticks. Which... Okay, I can kind of see now dealing with like Masked Heroes and shit. Of having the big one attack and then splitting into 3 by sacrificing it. That might be the shtick. Magical hats. I don't trust my luck enough for that. Oh, that's nice. Silver Fang. Yo, motherfucking Beaver Warrior. This is my dad's favorite card right here. We actually have it, funny enough, so we have an office. It used to kind of be like the rec slash like cat room where you put the litter box and shit. And when I was a kid, I gave my dad my Beaver Warrior because he said it was his favorite. And we still have that card hung up in the now office. Fuck it. We're buying this deck for Beaver Warrior. It was Gaia Power. All Earth monsters gain 500. Okay. Wait, is this a field? Yeah, it's field. And we got Dark Magician Black Chaos if we ever want to like try doing a Alexis Rose ritual deck. Alright. Save our game. Alrighty, chat. I think that's gonna be it for tonight. We've been going for about 3 hours and almost 20 minutes. We had some Yu-Gi-Oh! In. We had a 2-hour-long podcast segment, so I'll have to split that video up. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I've got a lot of editing to do. Because the last 2 streams I did, I have to splice them together, and that's gonna be like a 3-hour-long wait time for the shitty like editing program I have for each one of them. And then I also need to edit some of more of these Smasher Pass, make it more digestible. Today I posted one that's like the first 15 of the Pokemusu one. Yeah, it's like 30 minutes long. I cut out a lot of the fluff, so I gotta do more of those. And then I'm gonna have to split this stream for like the just chatting and then the Yu-Gi-Oh part. But yeah, we talked about some interesting things. Joey's actually making me kind of proud now that he isn't being a little dipshit. Came out swing with that new deck, immediately summoning the red black metal dragon. Oh, right. I don't even know if the background music is playing because the game is still very quite loud. But yeah. Wait. Do I have the music mute? I had the music muted. There we go. Alright, but yeah, I'm gonna pull up the schedule. I think I'm streaming tomorrow. Let me double check though. Yes. At 9 p.m. EDT. I need to remember that because I was late for like 4 minutes of stream last Saturday because I thought I was streaming at 10. We're doing some more Digimon Cyber Sleuth. Or who knows? I might do something wacky, a little something silly. Who knows? I've been branching out a little bit. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Even if you stopped by for just a second, it means a lot watching that single digit number go up. You know, you did that. That little thing that made number go up. We like numbers going up. We play video games here. You did that. But yeah, I don't know if there's really much else to say other than take care, everybody. It's been fun. Huh, yeah, funny. I wonder what that's like. Huh. Doing all this work and all this behind the scenes shit no one watches. Huh. You know, at least I'm not a fucking bitch about it. I wanted people to look at me. I wanted to give them a dream. What can I do now? Keep trying.